start stream now, and I'm gonna mute real quick. Mute Discord too, and then Lord, Lordy, have mercy. Oh, how did I? Oh, let's play this. Yeah, well, PNG yourself. You send me real quick. If not, that's fine. I can finagle something real quick. Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna be like, I could just go like this and screenshot you on my end. Back into my. I just made it worse. Ow! Oh, ah, buddy.
Hello employee Pike on your pick. There's free donuts and coffee in the break room. Oh, they're gone already. Too bad. Ha. Ha. Huh? Try coming in earlier next time.
Ganondorf. 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 Ganondorf.
You're listening.
Ganondorf. 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 Ganondorf.
No, don't do it! No, no, don't do it! No, 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 don't do it!
Suck.
I'm a virgin! No! No!
Suck.
Banana shake.
Oh my god! Wow!
No, don't do it! No, no, don't do it! No, no,
Suck.
no, don't do it! I'm a virgin! No, don't do it! No, no, don't do it! No, don't do it! No, 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 don't do it! Don't do it! No, don't do it! No, 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 don't do it! No, don't do it! No, don't do it! No, 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 don't do it! No, don't do it! I'm a virgin! No, 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 don't do it! I'm a virgin! No! No! No!
Ganondorf. Ganondorf.
Wow, it's the Red Ranger! Oh, he's so morphin'.
you piece of shit!
I think I'm ready now. Alright. But I apologize once more. Sorry for keeping you.
You sit at the restaurant with your young son. He says he is hungry. You agree to get him dinner.
Okay, so
You open up to the kids' menu. Your child is far too young
when we get
for
started,
breakfast.
chat, please let's refrain from
Chicken
spamming
nugget.
redeems.
Stares at you from the page.
If not, then I'll
understand.
just I'll just cut them off.
Your palms get sweaty and your son complains.
Alright, so let
He
me
says he's hungry. Your mind strains, searching for an
let's
answer
see.
in a world of sweet potato and French fried.
Open up the
You
notes.
try to order the chicken nugget, but you cannot. The words cannot escape your lips. Your son is hungry, he complains. The waitress stares at you, her head a spinning chicken nugget, her arms swinging French fried. Your son cries the tears of a chicken nuggetless child. In your mind you scream. It is raining sweet potato now. You have French fried engraved on your left temple and you do not understand. Your son weeps in the corner.
I want to
He
run another.
is starving.
Before we get started, I'm gonna run another 3-minute ad.
Starving for the chicken nugget.
Just to get that out the way. So if you're subbed, enjoy the music. If you're not, enjoy those ads. And we'll be getting started momentarily after these ads are finished playing. I just want to say thank you everybody who pulled up. This is something that I never did before. This is brand new to me. I never hosted something like this before, so this is like very uncharted territories for myself. But hopefully it starts off with something nice and awesome for the community, and hopefully it can like introduce you to new people in the whole VTuber space, or just like the streamer space in general. Like, doesn't even have to be VTubers, it could be like cam streamers, it can be any, like PNG tubers, it could be anybody, so you never know who I might tap next. You might be next, one of you guys in chat, you never know who, but just letting you know, if you see a DM saying it's your time, prepare yourself, because I'm gonna be asking you some hard questions about yourself, about your goals, about your aspirations, what are you about, what got you into everything, and then ask your community some questions as well, so we can have some nice fun times and see what your community want to learn more about their favorite streamer, the person that they support and love and care for. Bro, Pappy. I can't believe this.
I mean, it wouldn't be Poppy if it wasn't a comment like that.
Yeah, you and your big breasts, big bountiful breasts. Imagine. Let me cut off. Let me turn off one more thing real quick, because this noise suppression kills me. Oh yeah, there you go. Yep, here's my fan. That's great. We have a really good sense of humor during the interview. I mean, if it's light, it should be fine, but not towards Novus. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, that is one thing me and the character do have in common. Please
Yeah.
refrain. Thank you. Please and thank you. I love you.
Yeah, just towards me is fine. Towards Novus or Luxter, no go. So yeah. So if you want to write that up and pin that in the chat pic, that'd be really appreciative. Thank you guys for liking, retweeting the YouTube, the twit page, the Twitter live notification. I didn't make that post in like 3 minutes, so it's all good. I mean, I kind of work fast, but All right. The ad is over. We got like a whole hour and 45 minutes of ad-free viewing. So yeah, that should be well more than enough. Let's go ahead and go to my desk, and we will introduce our guests. There we go. And I'm all centered. That's great. There. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Welcome on in, everyone. It is me, your CEO, Judo, live on Twitch.tv, and today is our very first episode of an interview with your CEO. That's right. It's me. I'm the CEO, and I'm gonna ask some hard questions to a random content creator on this platform. And our first guest today is the one and only voice behind Novus Angelite, a very good friend of ours, a very wholesome and amazing content creator, and just a positive influence on everyone that they meet. This person goes by the name of Luxter, or Luxter Gal on Twitter.com. Let's go ahead and show you off one of our first hosts. There we go. And here we are. Welcome on in to my room, Luxter Gal. Hello. Say hello to everybody.
Hello to everybody.
Yes, this is.
Yeah. You're gonna make me all blush and everything like that. We just started. Jesus.
Yeah, you deserve it. You deserve the love, homie. Listen, I'm just saying, you are an amazing individual, and you deserve so much love and support. And that is this is the goal of the show, is to show you off and to figure out more about you, more about your goals, more about your dreams, and what got you into content creation, what got you into this whole, community as a whole. And we do have questions from the community as well, and we'll go through that in a little bit later. But first, would you mind want to introduce yourself to everyone in the chat so they get to know who you are?
Yes, hello. My name is Luxter. I am the creator and the voice behind Novus Angelite, and I'll even toggle with the voice mod here a second.
It's sorted. You clocked in at the 17th of July 2023, 1:57 p.m. 1 second. This can't be happening.
There, I'm just gonna just do that. All right, there you go. All right, go ahead.
Right.
go ahead, do it again. Sorry about that.
It's all good. But yes, my name is Luxter. I used to stream normally as just myself playing various video games, but ever since about 2021, yeah, that's about it. I decided, you know what, I'm gonna be a VTuber, and I've been Novus Angelite ever since.
Nice. So, quick question. Where did the name Novus come from anyway? Like, what drawn you to that name specifically?
Uncreativity as a teenager and wild coincidence going a long way. His name actually used to just be Nove, Nove, but when he started to change as a character, I decided to name him Novus because it sounded a lot better. It sounded interesting and unique. And he had the surname of Angelite because he used to be an angel character. And again, very original teenager. Coincidentally, I found out that Novus is Latin for new. And during the Steven Universe craze, I learned that Angelite is actually a crystal. So, there you go.
So, and one person asked, where did the name Nove come from?
This kind of goes into a question that I know a lot of people had, was what inspired Novus in the first place.
Yeah.
So Novus used to be a part of a set. I had a Devil on Your Shoulder and Angel set way back in 2004. And the first one was Evon, a shortening of Evil Simon. Again, I was a teenager. And then I just flipped the name backwards. That was Nove.
I mean, it worked. It works. That's very clever. You never know that. Like, I'm telling you, I wouldn't have thought about that myself, because again, my name was just like 4 words that I thought sound pretty cool. And I just mashed them together, and then I got Judo. For those that don't know, Judo is actually an acronym. It's not like the martial art. And I was like, God, I think I was like 12 or 13 when I'm trying to like go and play Fly for Fun, which was a MMO game back on the PC like a long time ago, and I'm trying to like figure out a character name. And I just took Justified, Universal, Destroyer, and then Overlord, and just like put those first letters together and spelled Judo. I didn't know it was a martial art at the time. I do now. As I got older, I figured it out. Like in high school, like, oh, Judo's an actual martial art that is mostly with grappling people and throwing people. And I didn't even know that at first, but I still stuck with the name. Like I still stuck with it. All right, so my next question for you. Keep it on topic. So you decided to be a VTuber. And you're also an artist as well. What drew you to become an artist? What inspires you to become an artist?
I've actually been drawing for as long as I remember, and I'm kind of upset I didn't keep some of the stuff from when it began. So I didn't have loose paper, so if I wanted to draw freely, I had 2 options. Sidewalk chalk, if I was permitted, because I lived in an apartment complex, so I needed supervision. Or I would have to draw on the backs of coloring books, the inside of the covers, and that would be it. That would be my limited creative space for drawing. One of these books I really wish I had kept because it was cute. On one side, we had a stick figure of Mario on the phone with the curly wire and everything going towards where the book begins.
Oh,
And
I remember those
on the other
books.
side of the cover, on the other side of the cover, I had a stick figure of Princess Peach also on the phone, and the wire actually connected. Even at like 3 or 4 years old, I was shipping trash.
That's actually really adorable. Oh my goodness. So you had like this spiral notebook, a spiraling coloring book, and you just like drew 2 stick figures of Mario and Peach talking
just
on the phone.
Together.
That's my heart. Oh, that's very precious.
But yeah, it's like nothing really just inspired. I guess it was just something I was drawn to naturally. I didn't think I started taking art seriously until I was about middle school, when I started seeing all sorts of different animated mediums really coming out. This was also when anime was really starting to boom into the mainstream, and I found that very interesting. Instead of having, slapstick comedic cartoons, you actually had long-running stories, which for the West was pretty unique at the time. And it was like, I want to do something like that someday in some capacity.
Nice. I like that because again, my whole world revolved around cartoons. And my next thing is I'm going to ask you is, as a child in your upbringing, were you like limited in your ways of like expressing your creativity? Was your parents very supportive of you in your endeavors, or like are you not, or if this is a topic that you don't want to talk about, that's totally understandable. Just like out of curiosity, like what did you do? What was young Novus like? What was young Luxter like in general speaking?
Well, in the beginning, it was encouraged. It was something very cute, but I think that my folks kind of hoped it was just a phase that I would have grown out of, and I never did. But instead of maybe helping to set me up for programs that have helped me improve as an artist, it was a lot of aggression. And unfortunately, I'm not really in contact with my folks these days after a pretty nasty little dispute regarding my work recently. So I'm at peace. For what it's worth, I am at peace because I don't have that voice in my head telling me I'm wasting time. I'm determined to improve my craft. I want to get better with making VTuber models. This is 6 hours worth of rigging. I can do a lot better than this.
But for
maybe
6
someday,
hours, it looks really nice though. Still.
Thank you. But it's like, I would love to get much better at VTube models. I want to be less afraid of the live 2D program, and maybe I'll even expand to 3D. In recent times, I am rediscovering my love for art again through a completely new medium.
Well, I have to say, you have a lot of people in chat. They're rooting for you, and again, I'm also rooting for you. So like, listen, despite what your folks say, despite what like anyone else says, you have a talent and skills. You're honing them, and you're still doing them despite everything. Like you could have stopped and did whatever your parents said, right? But you did not.
Absolutely.
You kept going.
I just kept going.
And that's dedication there. That's show the passion of your craft. Like, don't let anybody tell you what you can't do or tell you that it's a waste of time, because art is not a waste of time. We need more artists out there. Like a lot of the stuff that we have would have been even possible if we didn't have any artists. None of the games, none of the TV shows or animations or card games, Pokemon, things like that would not have been possible without artists. Even as VTuber models wouldn't be possible without artists. Like seriously. So respect your artists, give them credit where credit is due. Don't steal from them as well, and also credit them as well. Like I'm looking at you, chat. My goodness gracious. So my next question is for you. What kind of games do you enjoy playing? What are some of the series that stuck with you throughout your childhood? And do you even play them right now into adulthood? So let's go with that.
I think for a long time I was really just a platformer baby, but Nostalgia November was the thing that I started last year, and people learned, oh crap, Novus has been a hardcore gamer since they were baby. Because apparently a lot of the games I played back then were stupid hard. I was trying to play this as young as 4 years old.
Like playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the on the Nintendo Entertainment System. That was...
I missed that one, but things like Snake, Rattle, and Roll, Mendel's Palace, I'm fucking crumbling in the dust here.
Oh! No more! My bones! They're brittle! Oh!
And there's a few other titles in there. There's like a side scroller that's almost like a really, really early precursor to the Souls series out there. I always forget the title of it, but we're gonna play it later this year.
What the? Wait, what?
It was one of those games where they actually did have like some sort of a stamina and sprinting system, which was unheard of for the time. And I tried playing that when I was a kid, and I did not get very far into it because I didn't understand the mechanics.
That reminds me of like trying to play Castlevania on NES and playing all the Mega Man games. Those were actually pretty brutal, especially Mega Man 1 and 6. Those were actually pretty hard.
Freaking Mega Man X, when I was like, God, 9 years old, I never... Baby's second 3-phase boss fight. My first was Nightmare in Kirby's Adventure. Holy crap.
That game was what got me into playing, like, loving Kirby as a whole. And when I got to that stage, I was like, I'm not doing enough damage. And then, like, when you're like falling from the sky, if you don't kill him fast enough, you die.
Yeah, that got me so many times, and then I thought it was over. It's like, nah, you got a third boss. And my 7-year-old mind's all like, huh?
Yeah, it's a 3-phase boss fight. First you gotta fight DDD, then you gotta fight Nightmare as an orb up in the sky. And if you don't kill him while you're like falling from the sky fast enough, you die. And then the final phase is on the moon.
I felt so great when I actually beat it. It's like, But it's like it's Kirby, so nobody takes the game so seriously.
Yes!
Like, okay, it's baby game. It's not that hard to beat. It's like you don't understand.
You don't
if you
understand.
lose, you gotta do the whole thing all over again.
That's true. And people sleep on Kirby at the beginning. They're like, oh, this is a cute little game, and the bosses are eldritch horrors. Every single boss is an eldritch horror. Have you ever played Kirby 64 and the Crystal Shards?
Oh, I slept on that one.
Oh, you should definitely play that one. That one is really good. I'm not going to spoil it. They also have like this, you know, eldritch horror of a boss if you get all of the Crystal Shards in the game. So
I'll have to look into it.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. If you have a Nintendo Switch, with Nintendo Online, it does have that game on there for the expansion plus, or you can get like a if you have like a Wii U or a Wii, it's also on there as well too. But yeah,
overall, game wise, I think I was drawn to challenge because I was one of those kids that was kind of left to my own devices and I would get bored. So video games that I didn't quite understand, I really tried to play through anyways.
Yes.
And I will admit, I was late in learning how to read properly, so that made a lot of games a lot harder.
You too?
Oh yeah. Like I tried playing Super Mario RPG when I was like first or second grade, whenever that came out, and my stepmom would not let me skip any of the dialogue. She told me, you got to read this out loud, otherwise you can't play. Yeah, I never finished that game.
Jeez, that's one way to teach a kid how to read, I guess. But
no,
like
teaching your kid would be actually coaching them how to actually read the words.
Instead of just like saying you gotta read. Like I remember core memory unlocked. My mom sat me down and was like, write out your name, and I'm like, I don't know how to write. It's like I'm just like holding a pencil like a caveman. It's like on like this. It's like a 4-year-old kid just going like this, and just like, you know, just scribbles, and yeah, I didn't spell my name out yet. So that was kind of hard because like when I was in elementary school, I did fail the first grade, but I couldn't read though. And like I couldn't read. I was in the first grade and couldn't read, and I don't know how they like got me through kindergarten, but yeah, I remember like I was having difficulty reading in the first grade, and I remember one day when we were like doing like everybody was like, you know, pulling out books and reading them, like it was like break time, and then I started reading like the numbers off the barcode. I'm like they're like, oh, Judo can read, like all classmates were like getting like excited and everything, and I was just like, I can read now. Yeah. But it was a late start for me. So we're talking about a little bit of your childhood, talk about a little about the games that you enjoy. The next question.
Yeah, I enjoyed challenging games back then. I still enjoy challenging games now, but I kind of
I could tell
balance
you
it with cozy games.
I could tell you're a pro gamer the way how you play Mario Kart.
You should see how I played Dead Cells.
Is Dead Cells multiplayer?
No, but there is Twitch integration, so you can absolutely mess with me.
Interesting. I would like to see you play some Dead Cells one day. You know, and one day we could play some games together if you want to. There's a couple of games I would like to show you. That'd be really fun. And
Sin's never letting go of that banana.
You snipe well with the bananas in Mario Kart.
He's been mad since Mario Kart 8 was new. So I shot a banana at a corner. It bounced all the way around the corridor. It got right in front of him. He's been mad ever since.
God. I'm sorry, Sai.
Actual like mathematical trajectory.
Just like big brain. Just big brain action. So we talked about your a little bit of your childhood, talk about what games you enjoy. But as a streamer, I noticed that you do a lot of more comfy, family-friendly vibes. as you go on with that, my question is it hard to keep that up? Like, you know, is it hard like to like, you know, make sure you don't say accidentally say like a profanity, make sure that you know, try to keep people like in line when they like, you know, try to like make sexual jokes or, you know, very like adult humor. How difficult is that for you as a content creator?
Surprisingly not very difficult. So I started with acting as Novus 2021-ish, or maybe before that, as a tabletop token. And I challenged myself because at the time I had a nasty case of sailor mouth. We're talking every sentence had a swear as an adjective, a verb, or a noun. It was bad. And I realized I can't live like this. I need to train myself to stop doing it. Novus does not swear. He will never swear. And so when I started playing him, my DM even challenged this notion and tried to get him to swear, and he failed. So when it came time to choose a VTuber token, that became Novus, because I want a family-friendly environment for future endeavors. Like sponsors will gravitate more towards general content creators and non-swearing ones. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, this will open possibilities in the future. Plus, this is just a cozy character to have.
You're future-proofing yourself, and that's actually really, what's the word I'm looking for? Admirable. Yeah, I think that's the word I'm looking for. Admirable. There, yes. So like that's really amazing that you're able to get that out, like completely out of your vocabulary when you're in your Novus persona. For me, it's really difficult because my family swear up and down. They drop N-bombs left and right. No. If you don't know, I'm from African. I'm an African American descent. A little bit of Cherokee Indian in my blood. It's like this is how you grow up in the around like the hood area, like, you know, like projects and stuff like that. That's just like, you hear that all the time, you know. You hear that in school. You hear that like when you're walking around the city. You hear that walking around like the neighborhood. You, like, you know, that's just like the vocabulary you pick up. That's the slang you pick up. And also, if your friends also are like that as well, they also say that same thing as well in high school and middle school. It's just,
yeah, you get desensitized from it.
Yeah, but like once you like get out of that area and you go like somewhere, like if you like broaden your range, I mean, you still like have some people that still say that, and like I'm not, you know, really against people saying that for real, because like again, it's just like that's how they, you know, call their friends and stuff like that. It's just like that's my end. But I'm not gonna say it though.
I will say this though, I have slipped twice as Novus, and nobody caught it. Don't look for the VODs; they don't exist anymore.
Dang it, chat! The VODs are scrubbed. We have to use the Wayback Machine to find them.
There has been one F-bomb by Novus, but nobody caught it.
And
I froze when I realized too, and I'm just like staring at chat. I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
Did they hear it? Did they hear it? Oh, thank God, everyone's lurking. Nobody heard it.
Amazing. Y'all slacking. Y'all got caught slacking. So my question.
You don't count, Sin. You don't count. You live with me. You hear everything that comes out of my mouth.
Sin's like, I noticed. I know.
But when it comes to the cozy stuff as Novus, I don't think I'll ever really get bored of it. It's nice, and it works with him personally. He does like the occasional challenge game as well. But the idea is, this is what he's doing when he's done with work.
Also, I like the voice you do for Novus is very like British proper, like
yes.
like high class kind of.
Yes, I have two inspirations behind that. Rupert Giles from Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Alfred Pennyworth. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you did. Those are actually really good inspirations for the voice. So I got you
He
a little
used
bit
to
of.
be a butler character too, but it's like that changed a lot.
Yeah,
but
I can
he
tell
kept
from
that
like.
prim and proper voice.
Yeah, I can tell from like the outfit that you have Novus. It feels like they could have been a butler in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just I love the Galaxy aesthetic that you went for, like with the hair and everything. This is really beautiful.
I can't remember if that was inspired by Nightmare Moon from My Little Pony or if Gaia Online released the Celestial hair first, but I think it was around the same time.
Oh, hold on. Did you say Gaia Online?
Yeah, you want to crumple in the dust more?
you have to.
So, fun thing about Gaia Online. Y'all probably remember I said that Novus used to be an angel. The reason why he's a celestial being is out of spite. Because Gaia has celestial beings and they don't do anything with them. I waited for years for lore drops, more involvement with the other NPCs. Nothing happened. I'm like, fine, I'll do it myself.
I remember back in 2010, my first anime convention was Otakon. I went there and they had like a big old Gaia Online like panel. Like whole swaths of people was there. It was jam packed. And I was like, this is amazing because like I also was on Gaia. I was on a few like guilds and like RP guilds and stuff like that, and just doing like a whole bunch of stuff during that time. And I would like drove my creative writing actually, because like I had to like do a whole bunch of role playing stuff, and that's why I like to do a lot of story writing because that's where I got all my inspiration from. Yes, Max. Sorry. But then it just died. But it's still alive. But
I was there the entire way. It's because they sold the company to some chucklefuck at Facebook who didn't understand how to monetize the site and the stupid Facebook games. And then they sold it to some other guy who got exposed for wanting to completely gamify the site and likening the user base to rats on dopamine. And that's caused the economy crash because they put gold generator items in their stupid cash shop and caused massive site-wide inflation. It's like, you see an item on somebody's wish list that's like maybe, I don't know, 1 million gold. Yeah, it skyrocketed to 100 million gold by the end of the first day that item was out. It's like the entire place died because business guys don't know what a community is. I've never seen Luxury. That was my home!
I miss it a lot. I was in a Bleach RP guild. I was in a Gundam RP guild. I was in a Digimon RP guild. That was like the sun and stars revolved around Gaia Online for me in my early 2000s and mid 2000s, and then everybody started leaving, and I was like, well, shit, all my friends are like leaving in droves, and the guilds are being inactive. So yeah, I miss my character. And this is funny enough, my character name was called Super Judo Kami, which was a pun on the Dragon Ball Abridged Super Kami Guru.
Oh, that is perfect.
So
I still have my login credentials. It's just that every time I log in, I'm greeted with like 3 different slot machines. I'm like, all right, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I still remember my my login credentials, and I don't want to go back and look at it because it's so cringe. I cringe just thinking about it. Like the writing I did and everything like that. I'm just crumbling to dust right now.
God, I had so many accounts for so many of my characters. Oh my God, I was hardcore on that website, and that's kind of one of the things that I'm gonna actually skip asking the question about. You know, if there's difficulty between me being me and me being Novus. Character roleplay is my bread and butter. And just like you with the creative writing thing on Gaia, that was where I started to do character roleplay and get myself integrated into how does this character think, how does this character feel, and how do they interact with certain entities. Of course, Novus was one of my oldest ones, but I also created characters for just everybody that I was coming up with post high school. And God, there's like one character who has 10 pages of wardrobe because she's a model. Every single freaking page is a different color of the rainbow, and then you got the monochrome section.
My goodness gracious. So Pick asks, would you ever like to introduce other characters to your stream?
I would love to, but I think I can't.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because you're kind of locked in with Novus, right?
It's not that. It's a skin tone issue.
Oh, that's understandable.
Some of my best characters that I fully know inside and out have much darker skin tones than me. I could possibly get away with Novus's human disguise because he's not that dark of a character, and he's also racially ambiguous in his disguise. But a character by the name of Bo Summers, he's clearly black. He's clearly black.
That's understandable.
Ms. Pelcoso as well. I believe that a lot of her aesthetic was very Central Indian inspired as well. Even though the overall aesthetic for their culture is not one-to-one with the real world. It's like, you know what? I don't want to misrepresent anything. I'm not gonna mess with that. We'll just stick with Novus. Otherwise, no, I would love to introduce more characters onto the channel as guest stars, but I feel like, unfortunately, as a VTuber, I can't do that. If it was, I could probably do illustrations of them every so often. I would love to get into doing that again. But yeah, they can't be on the show.
That's understandable.
Bo's hair would be so much fun to rig there. It's a big, fluffy mess. I'd probably pull my hair out with the physics.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you because especially how volatile the internet is with that stuff, especially when we have some VTubers masqueraded as a person of color and they're not a person of color.
That. They were acting like they were actual members of the community. I'm like, no, don't do that.
Yeah, that's where I draw the line. If your character is tone different, is if you're oh, it's just a dark skinned character, or I'm not like that. That's not I'm not revolving my whole aesthetic around that type of cultural part of a person's race. That's fine. But if you're going around acting like you're part of an African American community when you're not African American yourself,
don't do that.
Yeah,
that is so many leagues of messed up, and God, I thought the internet was better than this shit by now. And the self-defense of it's just a character. You're representing a race, my dude.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter if it's just a character. You're acting like you're part of some community when you're not supposed to do that. That's gonna drive people insane and gonna be banging on your door and saying, hey, don't do that. you're not one of us, brother. you're not, you ain't supposed to be here, baby. You got
nobody. Holy shit. But yeah, even though culturally Bo and Miss Selcoso don't belong to a real world group, it's just not worth messing with. I need to draw them again. They're very much beloved characters within my community. But we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll bring Novus's grandson onto the channel if Twitch can learn to conceptualize that there's not actually a child on stream.
That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be really difficult.
I wanted to do that this year for an April Fool's thing, but I'm like, but what if Twitch doesn't understand that there's not actually a fucking 5-year-old playing Minecraft?
Yeah, they'd probably be
I might be small enough to get away with it, so maybe I should take advantage of it while I can.
Yeah, I mean, you can try it, but if they'd be I don't know.
If I get suspended from that, I'm printing that out and putting it in a frame.
Oh my god.
I got suspended for impersonating a child on the internet as a VTuber.
My god. I'll send the frames. It's Glowster. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Oh my god. Okay, so the next thing, I think that's all the questions that I had for you for so far. So now we're going to switch to the community questions, where the community, both our communities, asked you a bunch of questions that they want to know more about you and the person behind our lovely space deity, Nova's Angelite, Luxter Gal, if that is your real name.
I am not legally obligated to confirm or deny this.
Yeah, and also chat, feel free, if you didn't have time to ask a question, now's the time to ask some questions. My mods will take notes of them, and then hopefully they will just DM it to me so I can keep up track with everything. So we already talked about what inspired you to start drawing. What did we start? Did we actually what inspired you to draw drawing?
Yeah, it was just something I was naturally drawn to. No pun intended.
Yeah, okay. I
that pause.
Look, I deal with enough. I deal with enough with Pick and her shenanigans. Oh, yeah, hello, yeah, you love to pun a lot.
Look, if you ain't got an SO that's gonna pun your pants off, then you've clearly not found the one yet. And I say this as somebody who gets in my face with shitty puns.
Yeah, it be like that. It be like that. I love her though. It makes life a lot funnier, not gonna lie.
Oh, absolutely.
But we've been almost at this for an hour. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll switch over to the community questions. So guys, please stick around. We'll be right back. I will run an ad real quick. We'll go grab some water, go stretch our legs, and then we'll be right back with the community questions. And this would be a good time for you guys in the community. If you have any questions that you want to ask Luxter, now is the time. Type it up in chat or put it in the Discord in the interview channel. If you're not part of any of our Discords, here is the link, and I spelled it wrong because I am dyslexic as fuck. Oh wait, my bot's off. Oh wait, no, there it goes.
It's just lagging.
There we go. So go ahead and click that link. You can join the Discord server right there. It's semi-active. There's a lot of people in there, and we're trying to make it a good community and everything like that. But we'll be right back with more interview with your CEO right after this break. So stick around. God. That's perfect timing. That's perfect timing. What the hell? Oh my.
Elder Dragon and Alzino emerged and nearly brought precious Cana to the brink of ruin, then quickly disappeared. This disaster repeated itself 50 years ago. The creator formed Malzinoverse, calamity ensued and then disappeared again. His whereabouts remain unknown. During his return, the Royal Order established an outpost in an old fort to monitor the crater. However, in light of recent events, construction has begun to rebuild the fort. We usually given you a proper name, Elgato. Grand name is it not? You think these green monsters would behave like this because old Malzino is back? It's easy to say, if you're curious business and into activity, still a hypothesis is
Still the hypothesis doesn't.
Alright.
You need a tissue.
1 hour later.
Sure.
How was that aim assist? It was a fucking chainsaw, you dumb. Alright, time out cycle for 30 minutes.
So, yeah, you do a 30 minutes chainsaw.
Yeah, time out cycle right now. Mood, Pick, Danny. Time him out. He sacrificed. He's dead. 30 minutes. Time out. I mean, he got in melee range. He got chainsaw. Therefore, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. Hey, 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 hey. Suck my toes, homie. Suck my toes.
Yeah.
Suck my toes, homie. Suck my toes.
Yeah.
Suck my toes, homie. Suck my toes. What?
Yeah.
Suck my toes. What? Fuck. 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 Fuck.
Oh my god. Wait, can you do Macho Man Rabs or what was it? Randy Savage, Uwu speak?
Ooh woo, rabbit hound.
Like,
Ooh woo.
Shit.
I love you so much. Ooh woo. Come here. Give me some.
Oh no! I missed that.
I'm living, baby.
I am so upset.
I'm living, baby.
No!
I'm living.
I am so upset. This is one of my better games.
Judo, what the hell are you? There you go.
Alright.
I'm done.
I am so upset with that.
Thank you, guys. You're welcome anytime. If you play it again, let me know. I'll enjoy it.
Dude, friendly fire, man. Oh
Come
shit!
here.
Yo!
Come
Okay,
here.
get your DLC out of here.
Come here.
Get your DLC out of here. Bye. Bye.
You motherfucker.
You good, dude? Are you good down there?
Man, I'm coming for that ass.
Nah, dude, you can stay down there.
I'm glad that I know you, daddy. Wait, what? Hold on. Alright, bye. I'm first.
Should I go ahead and start the fireworks? Just right here. Okay. First off, rude. Secondly, rude.
Look, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It was all according to plan. I'm big. Oh my god, what did I do? Oh, why am I walling out now? I did nothing wrong, okay? I did what I had to do. Ow. I did what I'm not done yet. Not yet. There. Any questions? Any complaints about Grookey return to Monkey? No and yes. Oh, he's mad. Oh, he's going for me. I'm gonna fucking die! Oh no, oh no, oh no, I'm gonna die! My butthole is clenched right now!
Key_0 gifted Nova Sanglight a subscription. Key_0 gifted a tier 1 sub to Novus Angel Light. They have given 8 gift subs in the channel. Orc_Zovian has invested X200 in Judo Corp stocks. Judo, you are awesome. Anonymous gifted Blue Wolfie 17 a subscription, and Anonymous user gifted a tier 1 sub to Blue Wolfie 17.
Stop!
Key_0 gifted Glowster 916 a subscription. Key_0 gifted a tier 1 sub to Glowster 916. They have given 9 gift subs in the channel.
Stop! Fuck you! Back here! Hey, where's it out? Oh!
Key_0 gifted Orc_Zovian a subscription. Key_0 gifted a tier 1 sub to Orc_Zovian.
Okay.
They have given 10 gift subs in the channel.
So mad. Are you good?
I cannot believe this.
Y'all broke the alert!
Key_0 gifted Sinduo a subscription. Key_0 gifted a tier 1 sub to Sinduo.
Oh my god.
They have given 11 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. No, I seriously appreciate it. Thank you guys so much.
Key_0 gifted a tier 1 sub to GI_Skittles.
But
they have given 12 gift subs in the channel.
Who? So thank you, gift sub. Thank you, gift subber. G0. Thank you so much, man, for the support. Orc, thank you for 200 bits. Anonymous gifter, thank you for the tier 1 sub to Blue Wolfie. Here we go. Nice cock. Big and strong. Such a nice cock. It's crazy long. Oh yeah, nice cock. Long. Really smooth. This cock's one hell of a size. Penis.
Orc_Zovian has invested X100 in Judo Corp stocks. No prob pick Orc soft wink.
No! Oh no! Here we go! Nice cock! Big and strong! Such a nice cock! It's crazy long! Oh yeah! Nice cock! 0! Really smooth! This cock's one hell of a size! Penis. Dick.
Key_0 has invested X100 in Judo Corp stocks.
Are we done? Oh god. Where's my water bottle at? I'm dying.
As soon as I saw it starting, I knew where this was going.
My god. Hold on. I didn't see the.
Whee.
I need to turn you up somehow. Hold on, I'll just do it on this real quick.
Oh my god.
Slight echo?
Just very, very slight.
Huh?
Eh?
Where did the echo coming from?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, I know why. Alright, there we go. I fixed it. I fixed it. Look.
Yeah, Shad, this is normal Judo Copy chaos. So if you're not already following them, highly endorse it.
Listen. Okay, yes, it's kind of. Zero. Thank you for another
Key_0 gifted Dwemer Draconic a subscription. Key_0 gifted a tier 1 sub to Dwemer Draconic.
Thank you so much for the application. Welcome
13
on in.
gift
Hope
subs
you're
in the
doing
channel.
Yeah, there we go. I made that alert. I made that. I do most all my alerts on my own though. So most of the alerts are made by myself. So okay, so I hope you guys are good. I'll wait for the hype train to end before we continue on with our questions from the community. I forgot to hit the button, so thank you for reminding me. Oh no, it's all good. Yeah, if you haven't followed, please also Follow Novus as well. So if you haven't followed Novus, what the fuck are y'all doing? I'll beat you up. There. Also, I put on my my jacket. Now we're both purple. Purple gang, rise up. Can I T-pose? Kinda, sort of. I cannot hear you anymore. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, yeah, I know the problem. You know what? Let me just fuck. Hold on. So let me just do this. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Okay. Let me just. Let me just unmute this. All right. So, chat, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Okay, there we go. That's all I wanted to do. That was great. Okay. Welcome back to Interview with Your CEO with your host, Judo Kami, and our guest, Luxter Gal from twitch.tv/Novus Angelite. This is the voice behind Novus Angelite. And it is time for the community question. Thank you so much for the hype train. I appreciate it. Enjoy your level 2 hype train emotes and ad-free viewing. Ooh, spooky ad-free viewing. Spend your money. Give it to your capitalistic CEO. Give me your goddamn money right now. Put the money in the bag. I want the money. I need it. Yeah. Yeah. No, seriously, thank you guys so much for the hype train. Oh, thank you for the 50. Thank you so much.
Zovian cheered Dex 50 here.
Water bottle. Oh, there we go. It's hot in here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judo Wudo.
10 and 1
by one by one by none by
one.
Pykan Yapik has invested X1 in Judo Corp stocks.
I love YouTube poops, and one of my favorite YouTube poops is the one with
Monkey to Luffy.
with Rock.
With the Rock has invested X5 in
the
Judo
Rock goes
Corp
back
stocks.
to the back is one of my favorite videos on YouTube. It always makes me laugh. All right. Now that the hype train is over, thank you guys so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. English. Whoo! All right, so we already talked about what inspired Novus to draw, or made Luxter to draw. Now the next question is from the community. What made them decide to use Novus as an alternative persona in their VTuber model?
History, mostly. Novus has been in development since 2004, so when it comes to making stuff up on the fly, I am the best with Novus out of any sort of character that I do have that I would feel comfortable streaming as. And honestly, I just didn't feel like streaming as myself anymore. I feel I'm not a very traveled person. I'm not very experienced. And as a result, I don't have tales to tell. But these fictional characters in a fictional world, they do have tales to tell. So I thought, okay, this will probably be a lot more engaging than just being myself. And I just kind of like putting on that character mask.
anymore? You Pick asked you used to stream without a character?
Yes, I used to just stream with a mic. There was a short period of time where I did have a webcam, but I got rid of it because I'm gonna sound like a slob. I didn't like having to make myself presentable every single time I wanted to stream.
I mean, that is understandable. Like, that's a lot of work to do every single time you want to go live. You gotta, like, make sure your hair is primed and proper. Make sure your face is, nice and clean. Make sure that, your area looking pretty nice and, fair. It's not like being a slob, but like, sometimes it's just stressful,
Yeah, and there was also a case of Sin being a little nervous about being caught in the camera, so the webcam stopped pretty quickly.
No, that is totally understandable. That's like with the whole, again, with the VTubing, it allows us to be able to stream without the fear of having our faces out on there. We could be somebody completely different. We can definitely separate our real life selves in our VTuber personas. If that makes
absolutely.
Yeah, so
yes, he has been looking into making a VTuber himself. It's just a matter of making the time and learning how to do the program.
Yes. And let's see. So the next thing is it's just that's how I am actually. Be for real. And I'm a cosplayer. I don't like showing my face.
You are beautiful. You are beautiful.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, this is not about me. This is about you. You're a cutie patootie. I'm pointing the wrong way. You're a cutie patootie.
You can't take it back. You can't take it back. You accept the compliment.
No. You. This is about you, not me. Dang it. This is about you, not me. And now you will fear my wrath of the CEO. I will use my special technique, the money shot.
Oh, good. Yeah, highly recommend you might want to rename that.
I shoot barrels of money at people and put them in an economical coma. That's the power of the money shot.
Holy shit.
Wait, what's the problem? What's wrong with the name? It's a good name. I shoot money out of my hand.
Don't worry about it.
That's my powerful name. Rename that. That's a perfect. Yeah. See. Everybody likes the money shot. Everybody loves a good money shot. It's a powerful technique. Like, certain people can only be able to master the money shot and put somebody in an economical coma. Your bank account has been drained once you get hit with my money shot. I'm telling you, your life will go white with the power of my money shot. You'll be like, oh no! Just saying. This is how it is. Like, that's like, what's the problem? All right, back on the topic at hand. Judo, you're testing my pen. I'm not testing anything. Don't worry about it. So the next question is, most people use VTuber avatars as just themselves, but as a character. But you use a character and not you. What do you? That's an interesting question. Most people use VTuber avatars as just themselves, but as a character. But you use a character and not you. So you use Nova's Angelite as a character, but it's not a reflection. Is we can say Nova's not a one-to-one reflection of who Luxter is. What do you say about that?
I see what this is. Basically, in the VTuber space, a lot of people just slap on an avatar and they're just themselves. There's not very many character role players in the scene, which does make Novus a little bit on the unique side. I am adamant about not breaking character and immersion. And honestly, it's a lot of fun. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's difficult to differentiate the two of us. Anybody who does know me knows what I behave like and what Novus behaves like. overall, a lot of our beliefs and everything do align, except Novus is a lot more patient with people and more forgiving than I am, which makes things a little complicated sometimes.
That's understandable. How do you deal with Bum though?
Moving on. No. Jokes aside, Bum's a sweetheart.
Yeah, I love Bum.
No, I enjoy hanging out with Bum. He's fun.
He is a really good time. He's a really good time. So it's kind of like an alter ego, like Batman. Like he's like like you're like Batman to Bruce Wayne is Luxor to Nova's Angelite. Like
basically,
like I do put on a little bit of a role like when I'm Judo Kami, but I do wear it's like Judo Kami is like a reflection of someone that I truly want to be. Someone who is like, you know, more confident, more powerful in a way. More, I mean, I'm chaotic normally.
An idealistic version of yourself.
Yes, pretty much. Like I will, if I look like this, I would be really happy. Like this is I birthed this character. It's like right now Judo, but double the it's like me real life, but double the enthusiasm and more have more self-esteem in themselves, you know. So this is like a version of myself that I do play a character as, like an evil capitalistic entity, and I do enjoy that that my character. This is my character. Like sure, I don't like role play as hard as I want to, but I do get into character and I try to like stay on character when I do stream.
I think you do an excellent job. It's not something that a lot of people do, and I did notice that, and I found it a little bit not uncomfortable, but I felt nervous. It's like, oh wow, I'm standing out, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But so far,
that's a good thing.
People have enjoyed Novus's company and character, and a lot of people have caught on that this is very clearly a character. Nobody generally acts the way that Novus does. And you mentioned how your alter ego is a very idealistic version of yourself. On top of the inspirations of like Rupert Giles and Alfred Pennyworth for Novus, there are some IRL influences for Novus as well. Some of them are very personal, like my great-grandmother, rest her soul. Novus has a huge affinity for gardening because of her. She was an absolute sweetheart. And something about Novus is I wanted a character to teach me how to be just a better person. And by extension, to be somebody that other people kind of need in their life. Because again, I needed somebody like Novus during certain periods of my time. Gotcha. And through writing this character, I have gone through my own baggage. I am making things a little bit easier to deal with on the day-to-day. And that's just how the projection ends up happening. He's still himself, I'm still myself, but there's some overlaps. There's definitely a Venn diagram going on here.
Okay, that makes sense. I gotcha. That's actually really informative to learn more about you and your backstory. So it seemed that you had like a very close bond with your great-grandmother, from what it looks like.
She was probably one of the only extended family that actually seemed genuinely interested in my creative endeavors, whereas the rest of the family, it was the obligation, that's nice, sweetie, and then move on with whatever they're doing.
Yeah, I understand that fully. I truly understand that. That hits home. Because with my family, they wanted me to be more of the IT specialist, because that's like I did fixed all the problems and like with like the computers and like networking, the printers and stuff like that. But as I got older, I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, I like to draw. I wish I kept up with drawing. I like to write, and I'm still writing this story that I've been keeping to my heart since I was like in middle school. And even though the characters have evolved and like I kept like rechanging the story, it's always was the same 3 characters that I kept to my heart, and they grew along with me. And I still even use them to this day. But I don't like if I didn't use Judo Kami as like my VTuber persona, I might have used like Leon as like my VTuber persona. And he has like the same kind of hair, but it's like more slick back, and he has like the same kind of eyes, but more well built, more that's more like, you know, more calm and collective than how chaotic and crazy I am. So it's like a polar opposite of me, pretty much.
And that being said, too, when it comes to puppeteering a character rather than just having an avatar to represent you, I will say this to anybody out there. Don't be afraid to change your mind later about the character that you're playing. Novus works with me because I am getting older. I prefer a nice, calm, collected persona. But maybe if I was younger, maybe I would have gotten bored of Novus and tried something chaotic for a period of time to see if I like it.
No, that's understandable. I mean, I'm
never
also
be afraid to
old.
change your mind.
No, I understand that, but I love being my own boss because I got tired of being someone else's underling, or like working under somebody else who isn't qualified to be a boss. I've been through many different bosses throughout my life in the working sector. I don't work anymore. I can't do it anymore. But that would brought up the concept of this version of Judo Kami. Was I want to be my own boss, and I want to be like a parody of CEOs and evil capitalistic corporations and stuff like that. It's like, this is a big ass parody.
I mean, you can't get in a bigger parody than Elon Musk, so you got your work cut out for you.
That's true. That's true. You ain't lying there. Oh my god. All right, so for the next question, has the choice to make this distinction cause any difficulty for either yourself or Novus, or either online interactions?
I would like to say no, but at the same time, nobody has really brought up that they're confused about who is who.
Yeah. Like, you pretty much have it like a nice distinctive between your real life self and your VTuber persona. And I like that I like that. Like, you can just be able to switch it on or switch it off. And I think that's pretty cool, because like when you're done with like Novus, you just go back to being Luxter, and you just like be able to relax and decompress from after stream without having to still have that same voice going on, you know, if that makes sense.
It's basically just taking off the character costume and going about my day.
Yeah, it's like how I am with cosplay. When I'm in cosplay, I feel more confident in myself. I'm more outgoing in full armor cosplay. If you guys don't know, I'm trying to get back into it. I do Monster Hunter cosplays. I do big armor sets for Monster Hunter, and I go to different anime conventions and just get stopped by a crowd of people because of how big and, you know, like in charge the costume looks. And if I wasn't in that, I wouldn't do that at all. It's like this is like completely different personality that's like the switches on when I'm in a cosplay. That's the same way with like people with like VTuber personas. They're able to distance their real life from the stream and have their stream just with their VTuber persona, and they're like completely different. Like, they completely different personalities, completely different mannerisms, and I think that's really amazing. And now, for the next question, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure? Looking quite scared over there.
It's because I have limited movement.
You're shaking. I see. Where's your XYZ? Huh? Where's your Z axis?
I got your Z right here. X-axis only gets you Z.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. I'll take the Z-axis. All right, so the next question is, have you learned anything from making the distinction? And if there's any advice you would give to a new content creator who is interested in making the same choice? Ooh, that's actually a really good question. So this is like towards a person who is trying to get themselves into the VTuber scene, but they want to figure out making the distinction of like separating like their real life selves and making like a VTuber persona. How would they go about like what did you learn from that, making that distinction, and what advice can you give them trying to go down that same path that you went to?
Know your own comfort zones and your own boundaries, as well as your own energy levels. As I stated before, because I am getting to be a little older, I cannot act as a chaotic entity for long periods of time. Maybe for shorter bursts, like I have a tabletop campaign coming up and I'm going to be playing as a very headcanon heavy Mirror B, and that man radiates chaotic energy. I could not do that 4 days a week. I know that I can't. I'd be exhausted after only 2 hecking days. And that's fine. But it's like, if you yourself have a lot of energy naturally, consider, can you put that as a character for long periods of time? If not, maybe consider something a little bit more laid back, but once in a while that chaos comes out. You don't have to be static. Anybody who's seen Novus in Poppy's VC, for example, knows I'm a chaotic gremlin.
Yeah.
He likes a little chaos as a treat.
Maybe.
Know your boundaries as well. Novus and I both don't really like lewd advances towards our person. For me personally, it's because, number one, I'm in a relationship. Number two, I've been in communities of absolute degenerate people like that who didn't understand boundaries, and it made me feel gross. So that is a very firm boundary that I stand on. And I always say, hey, you're fine, but maybe not at me. That's cool otherwise. You can, I'm not going to tell you to read to your content, but just not at me. And my limitations and everything, I learned everything about myself, and I'm like, okay, what character works with my limitations, and can I run with this? You need to know more about yourself before you can really make the character. Once you figure out what you are capable of, what you're comfortable with, what you're okay with interacting with your community, you can go from there.
That's true. That's true. Like, again, set your own boundaries, know what you're comfortable with, and then, people will respect that. Some people won't. If they don't, pick them out. Easy peasy. Just say it.
For people who might be starting as content creators, don't be afraid to show people the freaking door. Yeah. I know that it's like, oh, I won't get any numbers. No, you don't want those numbers. You don't want that trash in here. Show the garbage the way out and keep your community clean.
You have to learn when to put your foot down when it comes to your own channel. And don't let the numbers dictate who's part of your community, who's part of your crowd. Because you don't want that in your community. You don't want a person who's keep making lewd and crude advances towards you as a person, and you just like going, just like chuckling nervously and very, uncomfortably, and then eventually that's going to draw more people like that into your channel, and now you have a problem where your boundaries are being tested. People are making, more advances to you, making all these jokes that you're uncomfortable with. Oh my goodness gracious!
Hello, Raiders.
Hello, Raiders.
Oh wow, you got dunked in
Cheshire
everything.
_Jack Corporation.
I can't believe it.
Shush.
Shashir, welcome on in. I hope you're having a wonderful one. Guys, Cheshire Jack is a fellow member of the Wrecking Crew, a good friend of ours here. Happy belated birthday, by the way, to my friend. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today, we're doing an interview with the CEO of our guest, Luxter Gal, the voice and persona behind Novus Angelite. So if you haven't followed Novus before, you can click on the title at the @Novus Angelite and you'll be able to go directly to their Twitch page and be able to follow them and check out their content. And today we're learning more about them and we're asking them questions about herself and himself, about both Luxter and Novus and the creation of Novus Angelite and what brought her into the whole VTuber community and the whole content creator space. So if you have questions or you want to learn more about Novus Angelite or Luxter Gal as well, please stick around. And also please make sure you do follow Novus Angelite because this is more of a showcase of this individual content creator right here, which I'm doing on my channel. So thank you guys so much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. But let's get right back into it. I lost my train of thought.
I just realized between me and Novus, we got pronoun salad going on.
Yes, I'm trying my best.
I'm so sorry. Look. As far as I'm concerned, when in doubt, just use they.
Yeah, I'm trying my best. Cause like I want to respect people's pronouns, you know. I don't want to like butcher anybody's
I'm gonna
pronouns.
tell you right here, right now. I don't care.
Okay. Fine, I'll call
that should ease some burdens.
There you go. So I go by they them pronouns. Vordo go by big and snack, and yeah, it's like I'm like the reverse of Nutty Professor. I'm trying to keep Vordo at bay, and that's how that happens. You know, I don't want people to experience the pain that is Vordo Kami. We don't want that in our lives. We don't need that. Thank you for shouting out both Cheshire and Novus. So guys, on my end, please go check out Cheshire Jack. Please go check out Novus Angelite. Those two are awesome individuals. And seriously, please, anybody who's in this channel right now that is a content creator, please go and give them some love because they really deserve it, like 100%. This is the reason for this. Don't look at me. Don't check me out. What the heck? No, you. Bro, what the heck? No, look, you rated me. I'm trying to give you some love. Why aren't you VIP? What the heck? There, let's fix that. There we go.
Gremlins.
There, let's fix that. There. Enjoy. I put a ring on them. Now we're married. We're married. Come here. It's time for your relatability. Come here. Let me give you these nice relatable lips. Hold on real quick, I gotta fix that. I didn't consent to this. Oh yeah, shit, you're right. Consent is key. Like what Bowser said, consent is key. Hold on, there we go. Turn off my face. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I was about to say, where was the consent rate with Rectuni?
I'm angry.
Just comes in, just sort of like goes right up to big. Oh, hello, wifey.
Yeah, I didn't consent to that. Yo, pick. Hello. Wait. Yeah, I didn't even know. I'm tired. I am sick and tired of being cucked by a raccoon every single day, every waking moment. I just get angry to think about being cucked by a trash panda, an animal that digs and crawls in the dumpster. And this is, oh, hi, wifey, hi, baby. And did you ever forget to ask consent by one person? We're married. Stop cucking me. I don't want to be cucked. I can't believe this. That's hot. Oh God, I almost blacked out.
Easy there. Deep breaths.
My goodness gracious. Okay. Get it off. Get it off. Oh, there we go. Just jeet up. Stop throwing buckets on my head. Okay. Ugh. Okay. So, forgot my train of thought on the whole. Oh, yeah, set your boundaries. There we go. Yeah, set your boundaries. Set your make sure people understand your boundaries. Make sure they don't, do any advances or overstep those bounds. Because at the end of the day, your stream is your home. That is, you set the rules. If they don't enforce those rules, pick them out. Don't worry about the numbers. Don't let that get to you. Because as you continue streaming and you continue growing, your brand, your personality, if you have a good personality, you're funny, you're doing a lot of wacky, crazy things, then people will see that you're having a good time. People will then come to you and enjoy your company. If you are having like a very enjoyable time and people see that, and you have a really good personality, you're not just deadpan playing a game, people would be interested in watching your content and watching your channel grow, and being like really in depth and being like really passionate about what you're doing is really good in terms of content, because I think that is a really good way to show how amazing you are and how people will love to come back to see your stream. Like, for example, our friend here, Dapper Moose Studio, who recently got affiliate, is so passionate about like fabric crafts. She makes plushies and she can make clothes as well, all by hand. She's a seamstress, and she is so passionate about her work. She always goes in depth in what she's doing. She always goes in depth at the processes and the steps on her channel, and that goes to show like how amazing someone can be as a content creator or just as a person in general when it comes to the passion that they show for anything that they do. Oh my god, that was hard to speak out. But all right, that's that. So next question. Let's see. A character is more often than not an extension of ourselves. Talk to me about the process of coming up with the theme of the character, how, or if at all, it applies to their personality, and how it all ties back to the real face behind the star.
Okay, this was a really complicated one because it's a multi-layer burrito here.
Oh, this is a lot to unpack.
Yeah. So when I create a character, I start out with a really, really basic idea of what I want, and I go from there. Sometimes I reach the conclusion that I intended to from the beginning. Other times my idea evolves several times before we get something completely different in the end. Yeah. As stated previously, for those who are coming in late, Novus actually started out as an angel on someone's shoulder. He was broken off from those fandom roots and became just a standalone guidance angel. And then out of the power of spite, he became a Celestian. But in the middle of all this is when I decided on an idea of who is this character. I wanted him to be some degree of a caretaker. And for a time, he was a butler character. When he became a Celestian, he became more of a leader. He's still a caretaker, just with a lot of extra steps.
Yeah.
There's another character that I had who was supposed to basically be a bootleg of Mirror B, because I'm such fandom trash that I made so much headcanon of the guy that people were telling me, you're wasting so much time on a character you don't own. I'm like, fine, I'll just make a knockoff. He both started as a dancer, then he was a DJ, then he was a fashion designer, and I'm like, I don't like where this is going. I know what you wanted to start as, but this isn't you. Yeah. And then eventually he actually became a cryptozoologist. He handles mythological creatures, at least in the perspective of us, they're mythological. He is basically a veterinarian for great beasts, and he is so happy, he's very passionate, he's very energetic when it comes to anything that is not human. And I'm like, that's the character. It's far from the original idea, but we made it there. Start with an idea, plant it, nurture it, let it grow.
Character development is very hard, but getting those roots in, getting the idea, the concept down packed, and just like growing it from there, molding it into your shape and form over time. It takes time. Don't rush the process. Like it takes months, maybe years to fully develop a character, you know? But those characters that you do develop will show how rich their backstory is. I am somewhat decent at that aspect, but I'm more on the world building aspect. I spend way too much time on world building than character development.
What is a world if not a very overcomplicated character in itself?
True. It's just like I don't know what is about it. Like don't get me wrong, my character does have like rich, deep backgrounds, but the world, I want the world to be cohesive and all connected properly. And making the history of that world, making the lore of that world, making the people of that world really gets to me. That's why I play a lot of building sims.
Now, when it comes to how it all ties back to me, when you're creating something, you're always going to have a small extension of yourself in your creation in some means or another. Part of Bo being so obsessed with monsters is because I too am fascinated with mythological creatures. Novus has a lot of rather depressing backstory, and that is a reflection on darker times throughout my young adulthood as well. But that determination to get past it and to connect with others to kind of fill that void, that is an extension of myself.
Yeah.
And there's other characters I have. I have a motherly character that is very much inspired by my own paternal feelings towards others. Even though I have no desire to have kids, I still have a sort of motherly instinct towards friends and other people's children.
Oh, yeah.
I try to be loving. There's always going to be a tiny piece of you in everything that you make, or there's going to be a tiny piece of something that is around you, whether it's a person, a place, or a thing. There's always going to be something in there, even if it's subtle. It's a long process, and all of this will change about as much as you do.
That's true. She just said the words out of right of my mouth. That's I have nothing to add on that one. That is just really deep. You know, you are a breath of fresh air. You know that, right?
Thank you.
He's like, you are an amazing individual. You're so caring. You're so loving. You just care about a lot of people. And it really shows. It truly shows. And I'm just letting you guys know that please go support her. She's a really amazing individual. A really talented person at that as well. And I wouldn't have been doing this just to, like, you know, I just want to showcase people. You know, I want to help people. And if I can help Novus grow, and if I can help get her out there more and show how amazing that Luxter and Novus are, then it makes me happy. Like, I'm doing this for her, not for myself. I'm doing this for her. This is why I'm hosting this show, to show you people that you probably are missing under the radar. So if you haven't followed Novus, please do. Click that heart right now, or click on the title at Novus Angelite. That way you can go directly to the Twitch and be able to support them directly there. Catch them when they go live. Peep their VODs. You know, check out their artwork. Please, that's all I'm asking for. Like, it's not a lot. It's not hard to do that. They have a schedule. Follow them on Twitter. Join a Discord. Be a part of the community. It's not a hard thing to do. Just as easy as a one-click boom and just type and be like, "Hello, how you doing?" and stuff like that. So yeah.
Thank you very much.
No problem. So let's see. I think we already got the question with the backstory, because this question here is just saying, how did Nova's character come to fruition, and are you happy where happy with where he is. Where else do you where else do you plan to go with him in terms of backstory?
Oh, I think this is more of a lore-based question. Holy crap. I am happy with Novus's backstory. It's a bit of a depressing one, but I like it because it helps to build who he is as a very lawful, good authority character without, being by the book about it. He's very much a context and morality driven character. And a lot of what happened when he as a character was young, all of that shaped him to be who he is. And in terms of the future, I don't really want to spoil any plans because there's about 5 different possibilities working in my head. He will become a much happier person with the more people that he interacts with. And that's kind of a reflection of myself as well. It's like the more people I interact with, the more groups that I find that I belong into, the happier and more motivated I do become. We'll see where things go.
I just want to just take you in and just protect both you and Sign Duo. Just hold y'all. I just want to protect you too. God damn it. I don't know why. I just get like this when I meet friends. It's just like I just want to make sure that you guys are happy. Because if you guys are happy, I'm happy. That's my goal. Like I want, like that goes for all my friends that I touched. Like Zero and Poppy and Mythic, Bum, Lobo, Danny, Alt, Mech, Teeny. A lot of these people that I have the pleasure of meeting, and being a part of their lives. I truly want them to be happy. Like I truly do. It's just how I am. I'm more interested in a person's personality than anything else. Maybe that's just the pan in me.
It makes you a very empathetic individual.
I am very emotional driven. I am an emotional person. Like Judo Kami is not really an emotional person, but the person behind Judo Kami is very empathetic and very wholesome, and that is leaking into my character. My character is showing some empathy towards others, even though they're still a evil capitalistic entity themselves. And it's really hard to try to balance it. Like I want to be nice to people, but at the same time, I'm in the character. I'm like, I gotta be mean. I just like to be mean just to make people question what I'm doing.
Yeah, the CEO can just go through some character development and realize that there's a lot of value in respecting their employees. There you go.
Respected employees? What the heck? No! They need to work for me. I paid them enough. I'm sorry. All right.
No, it's all good. It's all fun.
The next question is, are there things that you believe that Novus doesn't and vice versa?
Now, this one I don't really think too much of because I don't really create characters that I would actually act out that are nasty individuals. I think that we're pretty well aligned, except I'm a lot less patient than Novus.
That's understandable.
And you can see that, like anybody in Poppy's community knows I have the itchiest trigger fingers in the West when it comes to banning troublemakers. That's more of me not tolerating bullshit.
That is also true. I see it a lot.
It's like Novus basically almost has like a 3 strikes sort of rule. Because he believes that people can change and people can, have a second chance. But it's all like, look, you're a fucking whole ass adult. You got no excuse.
Yeah. Like, literally, people on the internet, if you guys are, read the room.
Yeah, seriously.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Like, it's just stop. Think before you type. Like, watch a little bit.
The beauty of typing, you have a moment to look at what you said before you hit that enter button.
Yes, you do. I know it can be difficult, but just take your time, watch the stream for a few, get the understanding of like how it is, and then go and type after you understand. And if you don't, just ask questions. You know, it's not that hard. I'm not trying to yell.
I'm just thinking of like that Cowboy Bebop edit with Spike and be like, you didn't have to post that.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. So this question's from I'm not sure, did you compile the questions from my Discord too? But this one
I did have a look at those, yeah.
Okay, so you did get, okay, cool. So Pick has a question for you.
Yeah.
Where did the name Luxor come from?
I don't remember. I've had it that long. I don't remember. It just kind of stuck. I think I've had this nickname since I was like 12 years old. Holy crap.
That is amazing.
I think part of it is ironic because in real life, my luck is atrocious. In video games, I have rigged luck.
Oh, so you're like me.
It's like I made so many people angry in my Genshin circle because I did 3 pulls of a 5-star in Genshin on a day I wasn't even supposed to be streaming. There are people still angry about that. It's like I didn't mean to.
So what you're saying is you got a luck sack. all right, we're done. Interview's over. We're getting out of here. I'm done. You know, just go ahead, clock out, get out, get out. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things where it just sounded nice. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna keep it. I tried to rebrand my nickname a few times. I'm like, I hate it.
Yeah.
We're going back to Luxor.
Sanbei, you don't get no talk here. You don't get to talk. You have Drake, and I've been playing the game longer than you have. And I don't...
0. Oh, I'm not so lucky. Boom. It wasn't 3 Itos. It was 2 Itos and 1 other 5-star. So I lost a 50-50 and I pulled again immediately after and I won the 50-50. I got my guarantee.
I can't believe this.
It was during Christmas break too. It was like, I'm not even supposed to be streaming, but you guys want to see it. We'll stream the polls. 1, 2, 3, 5-star. 1,
2, 3, 5 stars.
Oh, bless.
That's just lucky. This is really lucky. Let me see. One more question from the Discord. Pick also asks, what's the origin of the frog for your emotes?
That is a cultural thing on the world that Novus is stationed on. Frogs have some cultural significance in superstition. Whether or not there is truth in that superstition, Novus doesn't know and he doesn't care. It is typically said that if it's going to storm horribly on the world of Euphrates, and you're bringing in like your outside decor, your plants and stuff, and there's frogs hiding inside, you take care of those frogs. You don't shoo them out. You keep them in your house, and you will be protected in the storm.
That's
Coincidentally, it has been very much true all throughout Euphradian history, so frogs are very much beloved. However, the frog has to be in your stuff naturally. Don't be going out and picking up frogs before a storm. It doesn't work.
Oh, it's about to rain. Let me go find me a frog. Come here. Oh, yeah. Oh. I got all of them. I'm going to be yoinking them and put them in my belly. Oh, they're going to like it down there. It's like a swamp. No, I'm sorry.
Frog dance is my favorite emote. I am so happy.
It's a really happy looking frog. Very, very good boy. All right, you ready for the next question? Because we have a few more left. And then we'll have our closing statements. And then after that, we'll read out to somebody. And then, yeah, this has been really good so far. All right, so next question. Has drawing Novus become easier a bit over time? Or are there still spots that just won't work a few times?
So when I initially made him a Celestian, I wanted him to be as shorthandable as possible. So he had very little detail. He was entirely built of triangles and diamonds. However, as I began to care a little bit more about his structure, I gave him a lot more complexity. His anatomy is a little bit more humanoid compared to before. And I gave him correct clothing this time around. He actually has like the undershirt, the vest, the jacket, the proper trousers, the boots, the whole nines. It's just it's not incorporated in his current model because that takes time, but people have seen me draw him with the design he's going to have in this 2.0. So no, I made it harder for myself.
Like,
nice typo.
So my model, like the base form of my model, I have to practice because like it's really hard for me to even draw like just this. But with the full armor form is like,
oh yeah,
this is very intimidating for a lot of people.
Oh yeah, it's like I took one look at that and like, I can't do that. And meanwhile, Sin is like, oh yeah, I can absolutely draw that.
Yeah, it's like it's very intimidating for a lot of people when they see this like my design, and I don't understand why not a lot of people would draw my character, because it's really difficult. But I think it has like a very nice silhouette. I think it's like you could probably easily like tell me apart from everybody. Be like, oh yeah, that's Judo. Like I can tell by the horns. Oh yeah, that's Judo. I can tell by the armor. Not gonna lie, I gave up on the first one. Like the helmet design evolved over time. The current iteration is based off of the G rank Tetsukabra armor and amalgam model armor set from Monster Hunter. Those probably like foreign words to you guys, but I'm a big Monster Hunter fan. I love Monster Hunter. That's why I took a bit of that inspiration from those series into my armor design, and I took a little bit of myself and a little bit of another character as well into like my my humanoid appearance right here. Like, I wish I had hair like this. I really do. It's so nice.
Oh yeah, you've got the really thick textured hair in real life too, so that's a challenge. You'd have to get a wig, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, because my hair is naturally kinky, so it just it doesn't grow like that. It just poofs out. Let me see. So making sure we got all the other questions. So we redid what got you beginning your art journey, what inspired you. So I think it's the same questions.
There's a lot of people just very curious as to, where did Novus actually come from?
Yeah, like one question from Zero asks, also, was it always planned for Novus to be a space deity, or were there something? Oh, we got that answer already. That's pretty much.
He used to be an angel. I guess he's still a celestial entity. It's just he's a different kind of celestial entity.
And one question from Pick earlier on was, what's the story behind the He Who the Snail?
You ever get a friend on your channel so much that they accidentally become a mascot?
Yes.
So that's my friend Fawful Snave. They identify themselves in Sona as a snail for a variety of reasons. One of them being the non-binary sense, because snails are indeed non-binary, and snails are also just easy to draw. I think it was about a year ago that Fall started to periodically pop into the VC. I even drew up some pictures for them to use if they wanted to, because they have a very cute MS Paint style. So it just kind of became a thing where they just regularly popped in, and I'm honored to be their friend because I am awkward as hell when it comes to meeting new people. I literally approached them just because their Minecraft skin was a character from Guild Wars 2, and I said, "Oh, that's Traherne. I love Traherne. You want to hang out?" And we've been friends ever since.
That's how sometimes it happens, you know. It happens. Sometimes it just happens naturally. And I think
he who is catchphrase. Yeah, Falf doesn't even know. He who is snails just say he who now.
Yes, it's the snails says he who. I think that's for enough from my Discord, I believe.
I know that the rocks comment keeps on coming up.
I know what. Might as well just tackle that right now. Is it true that Novus eats rocks?
Technically, yes. So, okay, full disclosure, I fucking find the rock joke funny, and I even propagate it repeatedly. There's a little bit of backstory to this, though. It started in Guild Wars 2. There are collectible materials that you can convert into currency. One of these materials is bloodstone rubies. There was a point where I was collecting a ton of this stuff for raid gear, and then I had too much. I sent a screenshot to somebody where I was about to convert it into currency. The way that you convert it is to consume it. So I'm gonna eat a whole stack of bloodstone. And they're like, no, it's no.
No.
And that was, the joke took off ever since. Every time there has been a new magical crystal involved in the game where you can consume it for some sort of currency, the joke has always been, Novus, don't eat the magic rocks. Now, lore-wise, this does make sense too. As a Celestian, he does burn energy, and sometimes he needs a top-off, so he consumes magic. Well, he's not necessarily consuming the rock, he's consuming the magic inside, but he can't just suck it out. He has to eat it. He hates the joke because it makes him seem so silly, but no, technically, yes, he does eat rocks.
So this is rock candy. You know, just chomping on rock candy. Look, it's fine. We eat minerals too. See, humans they put salt on their food, and that's little tiny crystal rocks. So it's kind of the same thing. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Yeah,
I play into the joke so often. The latest magical rock is jade with a whole bunch of magic infused into it. I went out to the store and I found green jello that wasn't lime flavored for once. Took it home, made jello, cubed it. I posted it in my Discord. I'm like, oh, I stole some jade from the quarry. Nobody stopped me. It's a fun little nonsensical joke, and I'm glad people are still having fun with it, even if Novus as a character hates it.
Yeah.
If there is a joke that I genuinely do not like, I will put my foot down on it. But no, go ahead with the rocks jokes. I don't care. It's funny.
I have one question for you. I forgot to ask.
Yeah.
So going back to like when you were young, what kind of TV shows did you watch as a kid?
Oh God, how far back do you want to go?
Yes.
I was a huge fan of Darkwing Duck.
We're friends.
I loved the family dynamic, and oh God, okay, I had no concept of homosexuality as a kid, and I still thought that Drake and Launchpad were married.
I mean, it seemed that way. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it just said like, okay, well, you know, they live with okay, they're clearly married and they're raising Gosling together. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, come on now. But
I didn't question anything. It's like, oh, they're so cute together.
Yeah, Darkwing Duck is one of my favorite Disney shows that I watch. But I was mostly like Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network when we had cable.
Oh yeah, I remember when Cartoon Network first went online.
We don't talk about that.
I'm old. Leave me alone.
We're not talking about.
I sat in front of that TV waiting for it to go live. It was like a Valentine's Day too. Why do I remember the date?
We don't talk about. We don't talk about that. Good goodness! Oh my god! Because like we were there for the start of all this stuff, like of all these wonderful cartoons, and all this stuff was just a part of like my childhood and my sense of humor, and I just love it. I really do. I really. Oh my god! Hi, Fawful. What other shows did you watch besides Darkwing? What else did you remember watching as a kid?
God, it's really hard for me to think because a lot of what I had to do was get things on tape because we couldn't really afford that much in terms of cable. Rewatched the ever-loving hell out of recorded Darkwing Duck tapes. I think there was some Chip and Dale in there as well some DuckTales. We'll skip to my teen years. Obviously, I did love the Pokemon anime. I loved the Digimon anime until I actually grew to realize just how horrible the translation actually was and how serious they made the show. Yeah, I have that completely dubbed, not dubbed, I'm subbed now because it's like, holy crap, you took so much of the weight out of this show just because He Who Children's show. How dare you guys?
That's more on for kids than anything else.
Oh, it wasn't even for kids. It was Saban.
Oh. Excuse me.
Oh, you want to talk about 4 kids? Holy shit!
Yeah,
One Piece is also something I really loved when it was brand new. I tried so hard to get my dad to understand why I liked anime, so I'm like, "Oh, the One Piece anime is coming out. We can actually sit down and watch it," because he ain't gonna sit down to read the comics.
Yeah, I am
so mad.
My older cousin told me, "Hey, this new anime is gonna be coming out. It's called One Piece. Don't watch the 4 kids dub."
Oh, I didn't realize it was so badly censored until it was too freaking water pistols, dude. Holy shit! I never heard the end of it. I was
Sanji smoking a lollipop.
The lollipop and God, it took years before he shut the hell up about it. Oh my god.
They really like even now like Gintama makes a joke to that. Like,
oh my god!
Like with the Professor Sataki, and he's like, Sensei, you're not supposed to be smoking in class. Like, I'm not smoking. I'm sucking on a lollipop, and pulls like a big old circle lollipop out of his mouth. It says he was like, why is it smoking at the tip? Oh, because I'm sucking on it so fast. I'll just put it back.
So I realize, thinking about my history, I like found family trope.
Yeah. Like when going back to like the shows that we watched. So the shows that when we did have cable at the time, because sometimes it was on and then it was off, and then because like we had ups and downs in our life. We're like hovering over poverty line a lot.
Oh yeah, I feel that. Holy crap.
So
standing in line for food bank. Oh boy.
There was sometimes we did that. We were on school, like the school lunch program, like, so for free lunch, because we couldn't really they didn't have like the excess money to even do it was like money for lunches. So we were on the free lunch program a lot throughout my schooling. So that's how it was. Like, you had to do what you had to do, you know. They had to do what they had to do to make sure we had like clothes on our backs and stuff like that. So sometimes, you know, they have to you lose, cable for, many months, maybe up to a year, and then the internet goes out, just happens. And much you can do about it, just, you adapt to it. But then, I had going outside, and when we did have games and stuff like that, I normally just preoccupy myself with that. But the shows that I remember watching was Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy, Rocko's Modern Life. Let's see, there was Secret Row Alamax. There was Rocket Power. There was Wild Thornberries. Like I
Rocket
try like
Power was a fun one.
yeah, I try to like consume so much with like the I know because like sometimes we will like just straight up like lose internet or like lose cable, and then I'll just be watching like Fox, like Fox Kids, and like in the early like afternoons or in the mornings, just like get my cartoon fix and stuff like that. And or sometimes I'll just watch Static Fuzz. This is so depressing, bro.
Oh god, I hated baseball season because it always interfered with my Saturday morning cartoons.
Yes, tell me about it.
It's like, all right, it's time for Digimon. What the hell is This Week in Baseball?
This Weekend Baseball is brought to you by Fox. Go ahead, throw the ball. Home run, yeah, touchdown. Oh, he spiked it. Sports.
Let's see, middle school, I actually liked a lot of what Kids WB was showing. I loved Jackie Chan Adventures. I loved Static Shock.
Yes!
I loved X-Men Evolution.
Yes!
Where is my fucking Static Shock movie?
Where is my Static Shock reboot? Where is it? Because that show was ahead of its time.
It's like everybody is just throwing, you know, the movie and reboot ball over Static Shock deliberately. Remake it or make a movie.
Exactly, especially with like the rise of like Miles Morales and things like that. Hello, come on, bruh, please, come on, give us more representation. Come on, bring me my Static Shock. Static Shock was the GOAT. Static Shock did a lot. And it talked about a lot of topics that a lot of shows that during that time were never touched.
The racism episode, holy shit. And I believe in the comics, Richie was also gay, but I think that they couldn't touch that on the actual animation. So they left the racism episode. It's like, bring that shit back, you cowards.
We like that stuff right there is really, you know, was super ahead of its time. I love how in-depth the show was, and like each episode, isn't that which is like a villain of the week kind of thing? It tackled a lot of topics.
Yeah, there was complexity. This was around the time where Western animation was trying to understand what was making anime popular. I would like to think X-Men Evolution and Static Shock fully understood that. Same thing with Jackie Chan. People love continuous stories, especially if it's a network that will replay the episodes so that you can catch up on what you missed. Unlike Cartoon Network that plays an episode once and then never again.
We don't talk about that. I still am kind of salty for some of the shows they canceled.
The Thundercats pseudo anime that did poorly because they didn't do reboots so nobody could catch up on it.
It was a good show too.
Yeah.
Everybody slept on the Thundercats reboot anime. Everybody slept on that. And then a couple of years later, everybody's like, oh, that was the best shit ever. Why did they cancel it? Because y'all didn't watch it. That's why they canceled it. Because in big corporate TV land, they worry about the ratings. If the ratings aren't up there, if the toys aren't selling, they're canceling that motherfucker. Oh god.
Yeah, everyone wants like SpongeBob numbers. It's like, you ain't gonna get that, okay? Even SpongeBob didn't get SpongeBob numbers back in the day.
Yeah, I feel so old now. I was there when the first episode aired. I was there, sitting on my bed, bouncing up and down, all hype and excited. It's like, oh, it's SpongeBob! Oh! Just like just watching the first episodes and just falling in love with the series.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's how Symbiotic Titan also got canceled as well. Symbiotic Titan was also a really good show. But
Megas, we don't talk about Megas.
Oh, no. Don't talk, because we can't get a reboot of that because they wrote it off as taxes. So so there's no possible way we're gonna ever see another Megas XLR. That they cucked us out of another Megas XLR.
It was so good. Dude.
It was so good, and that was my show. I love giant mecha shows, and they stole it from me, Mike.
How often, too, do we actually get a starring character who is overweight, but he's actually a lovable dude? And not some prick? Oh my god.
I can't believe that they just straight up just like, okay, so this doesn't go pretty well. We're just gonna put it as a tax write-off so no one else can use it.
Oh, fuck me. I almost forgot about Dragon Hunters. That was good shit, too.
Holy that sounds familiar.
Tian Lu is the best guy. Holy crap.
What about Shaolin Showdown?
Dude, yes! Yes! Holy shit. That ending sucked, though. Holy crap.
Yeah, the ending was kind of garbo. But the entirety of the series was really, really fucking good. Like, Shaolin showed
character development was so much fun.
Oh, exactly. Oh, yeah, Super Robot Hyper Team Monkey Force Go was also
that
really
one
good.
I slept on.
Oh,
Totally Spies. That one was a fun one
Totally
too.
Spies was a really good one.
Okay. I normally hate girly shit because I was one of those tomboys growing up where nobody respected that I was a tomboy. I had a shit ton of Barbies just sitting in my toy chest. No accessories, by the way. Only all of these bitches sitting in my box.
Dang! Luxa got all the girls. Shit! What the fuck?
God. I guarantee they didn't give me any Ken dolls because Ken's a boy. I don't understand the logic, but if I would have understood homosexuality back then, I would have made all of them uncomfortable by saying, "Okay, they're all dating now."
They're dating. They're married.
But no, Totally Spies transcended gender conformity preferences because it was good writing and good characters, and it was very, very well drawn. So yeah, I actually liked Totally Spies.
I was drawn into that show as well, and I wasn't even embarrassed, but I loved it. Like shows like Totally Spies, Coli Loco, oh god, what else was on that time block?
I still have the Code Lyoko theme in French on my freaking phone and on my playlist.
They have ginormous foreheads, but it was still a good show.
Who cares? The story was good. I don't care about the story. Look, you can have the shittiest looking art style in a cartoon. If the story is good, I'm there for it.
SWAT Cats also was probably the time where I kind of awakened myself as like, yeah, I'm a furry. Like
everyone's got their awakening at some point. Holy crap.
It's like, yeah, Lola Bunny was hot, but shit, the cats from Mega Cat City did it for me. young
in Puppy's I'm not a furry butt video.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna talk about the listen. I don't know why I'm so fascinated by that damn hole. I don't know why. It's very curious. I'm very curious. Like, it's a 2-in-1 hole. It does everything. It's like, I don't know why I'm so fascinated with the Waka. I don't know.
Mean, it's just a cat version of the lady from Gargoyles.
Yeah. Oh my god, Gargoyles was really good. Street Sharks, yes.
Shit. Gargoyles was Disney attempting to make Batman, and they did a good job, but nobody in my circles took it seriously because it was Disney. But like, it's so good though.
It was. I love Goliath. I love when he went jalapeno.
Hudson was an amazing character. Holy crap.
Oh my god.
I love how they treated his fading vision. That was some good shit for the time period.
Man, they had some good shows back in the day. Pick that jalapeno redeemed. Oh, jalapeno. Because me and my friend Ona. My friend Ona was also someone who I like watched cartoons with growing up too. So that's what we did. We just like quote stuff from the shows and like make jokes and stuff about it. It was just really just two of us just enjoying time with each other, and it was just really great. I still love
we should do that today with memes.
Exactly. My God. So okay, sorry, we got sidetracked on cartoons and stuff, but
man, looking into what people grew up with says a lot about their character. It seems like I do have a lot of tropes that I like. I love adventure tropes. I like fantasy, and I love found family tropes.
I love adventure, action, comedy tropes. The shows that really it's like really engaged and has like a rich story and a rich background. And it's just like good character writing is also a key for me to like catch like just like yoinking me in. If I can like relate to like the character in a way, and like if the story in itself is like really good, I'm just like, bruh, I'm a sucker. Okay, I'm a sucker for romantic like rom-coms and slice of life animes. Those are my bread and butter. Like Toradora, like Chobits, Love Hina, Tenchi Muyo, shows like that. Oof, I'm just showing my age now. Those are really like, those shows really got me. This is really, really good. And I remember one day, this was like me out of high school. I remember, oh, Mare?
It sounds familiar.
Wait, hold on.
I may have only ever seen a few pieces of it.
Wait, yes!
Yeah,
is it M-A-R? Wait, like just like that, it's Mare? Like that? Like, that's... Yes! Yes! Hold on, I got you. I'll just... Hold on, I'll pull up a thing for you so you can see. This. Do you remember this guy, Genta?
Yes, that was it!
Yes!
Oh my god. That was one where I saw only a few episodes of it because of scheduling conflicts, but it looked so interesting. Okay, this reminds me. Another thing that I loved growing up, Metabots. That shit was awesome.
Oh, that's my shit! I love Metabots!
I was so upset of the lack of actual good Metabots toys during this time period. It's like, I want my little robot with a little coin in the back of them. Like,
I remember buying the models from Toys R Us as a kid.
But yeah, I think that Mare came out at the same time that like Metabots and stuff was about. That Zatch Bell as well. Shaman King. God, Shaman King got rebooted.
Shaman King was so good.
It was good, but it got so messy so quick. That's why they had to reboot it.
Yeah, I didn't watch the reboot. We were watching it, but man, y'all is bringing me back. Battle Beat'em-on? Oh my god! Oh my god, y'all just breaking it back, man.
It's like core memories just burst open because I don't really think about a lot of this stuff. I kind of try to just focus on the now. Like recently, the only anime I watch right now is an isekai called Welcome to Demon School Irumakan. And the reason why I enjoy this is because it reminds me of what a Disgaea anime could be.
Mm-hmm. I love Disgaea.
I know that was actually a question is, what games do I enjoy that Novus can't? The Disgaea series. There is way too much questionable visuals and jokes there.
Etna is very questionable.
It's like Disgaea 3 is literally the cleanest of the Disgaeas, and it's not on Steam, and I don't know why. There's rumor that the reason why the third game isn't on Steam is because the actual game itself is a spaghetti code nightmare, and they're having trouble with porting it.
That's not good. So somebody says, what about the Fairly Odd Parents? I love that show. Like Danny Phantom?
I liked the first 2 seasons of Fairly Odd Parents. I actually liked Cosmo when they were still doing the pilots. I liked his personality with that better.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened with Ed and Eddie. It's like these 2 characters had depth into them, and then they got reduced to just flanderized dumb characters. It's like, why do you do that?
Yeah, that's true. Like
Danny Phantom was amazing, and I'm glad that it actually wrapped up. Holy crap!
That was really good, especially
treatment. Holy shit!
Oh, that show was really, really good. It's just so action packed, and it was so good with the character development. And I like the whole episode where there was an accident that killed like his parents and all his friends. and destroyed his home.
The time travel episode.
Yeah, it just like all his friends and his family got like chained up to a burger restaurant, and the burger restaurant just like exploded, and they all just died. So he went to his nemesis, and his nemesis took him in, and he asked him to remove his ghost half, and it just went dark.
Yeah, that was a risky one. That was risky for the freaking time.
Yeah, it just straight went dark, and I'm just like, my God. It was like a deal with the devil. No, like his inner ghost just went berserk. It killed his nemesis, took his ghost, fused his ghost powers together, and then took over Danny's body. And that was it.
No, it's actually vaguely implied that the ghosts murdered Danny's human body. It is
true.
Vaguely implied that happened.
And it's just...
It was some messed up shit. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I think you're right. Then they did kill Danny and Vlad. I thought...
No, Vlad managed to survive, but he aged really quickly because of the lack of the strength of the ghost half.
Yeah. Like, that was rough. The child watching that.
It was good shit. And they never took a risk with that show ever since. That pissed me off.
Yep, ever since then, they're like, oh, nope. And then what about Avatar The Last Airbender? How do you guys feel about
being safe?
Yeah.
I loved it, even though it had some growing pains in the beginning, because it was very clear in the first season they were trying a little too hard to understand what makes anime fun and engaging. So that's why you have so much like exaggerative humor moments mixed in with all of the serious stuff.
Yeah.
But they eventually shook that off and they actually just focused on the story and the characters. So that's some good shit.
It was some really good shit.
I was not a fan of the Korra sequel. I'm sorry.
That's understandable. A lot of people were fans of Korra.
It felt so soulless in comparison.
Yeah. I watched it all the way through, but still, it was like, man, I don't know.
You gave it more of a chance than I did. I didn't even finish the first season.
I'm like, if I just went into anime or something like that, I just wanted us to see it through because I'm just curious. And it was so bad because they even like put it like off the network. They put it on online only.
God, yeah. Man, people were pissed when that happened, and rightfully so. Holy crap.
All right. So enough of that. Let's get back to the remaining questions, and then we wrap this up because it's been going for way too long. Yeah, I love Zoid. Zoid was one of my favorite mecha shows as well. I like the idea of like mechanized animals that you can pilot, or that have like some form of sentience, which is really interesting at the time.
I think scheduling conflict caused me to sleep on that, but I loved Beast Wars.
Beast Wars was really good. I watched that all the way through. Man.
I bet that CGI aged like ass.
Oh yes, because you can watch it for free on YouTube right now because it's actually streaming it right now.
Shit. I'm gonna have to do that after this.
All the episodes are on there. So let's continue on. Let's see. What would you say that is your biggest influence have you been on your art over the years? But other artists, specific pieces of media or life events.
Oh God.
Oh, excuse me.
Gaia Online was definitely a character design awakening back in the day. I was just enamored with all of the designs that were coming out with the NPCs, the different items you can put on your dress-up dolls, and it inspired me to do something other than draw plainclothes character.
Yeah.
And One Piece, as well as a former companion of mine, we don't talk anymore. Not that anything happened, we just went separate ways. Those two were an influence on experimenting a little bit with body type and really exaggerating features. Novus is a very tall character, and a lot of aspects of him reflect that. It's not just tall character with short round face or anything like you'll see in some like anime, for example. I hate this in some anime where they make like a beefy or a tall character and the face don't match.
Yeah, or like the voices don't match.
Oh god. In Japanese or English.
It's just like, I'm gonna beat you up now! And it's like, this is super buff, dude. That's what they did! That's what they did with one character actually in One Piece, but I'm not gonna spoil it though.
Oh, fuck me. But we'll use let's go back into fandom trash for a second. Mirror B. His design is all over the place. I actually hated his design when I first found him. I'm like, are you serious? It's literally got a Pokeball afro. I'm done with this shit.
But he was such a fun character.
But something I didn't like when I was really getting into tweaking character design was his face was too small. His hands were too small. It's like this motherfucker is 7 feet tall. 7'2" maybe. Why is his head so short? So when I started drawing him, I gave him a much longer face. I gave him a bigger nose. I gave him more defining features. I actually took inspiration from Lupin the Third, if we're talking more stylistic interpretations here. And he looked so much better. It's like much longer hands and everything. It's like you got a tall character, accent those features onto other aspects of them, not just their height. For the love of God, if you got a big character who's built like a goddamn fridge, give them big meaty arms, you cowards. Give them a big square head. You know, play with shapes.
True.
Exaggerate. Push it. So outfit wise, Gaia Online was a huge influence. Character design wise, One Piece and an old friend of mine. I really hope that they're doing well, and I hope that someday I'll actually be able to read some of their stuff. They're kind of stuck in storyboard hell with their own stuff right now.
Understandable. It's been really amazing to learn more about you and about Novus, and I hope you guys are learning a lot too. That you're actually taking the time to appreciate this individual here. Thank you so much for joining me and being my first guest on this show. And we're gonna be doing a lot more of this. I feel like we have a better connection and bond with each other now. Despite this.
It's been fun because I've been wearing the character mask for like 2 years now, and I'm like, wow, I really don't talk about myself anymore, do I?
You need to talk more about yourself. Like I'm really interested about you, Luxter. Like it's really good to get to know you more. I'm really glad that we stumbled upon each other. If it wasn't for Poppy having a big old subathon and you stumbling on in, I don't think we would have been friends. I don't think I would have met you because I didn't know that you exist until you came into Poppy's stream.
So I've brought up the story a few times. Poppy and his design is the reason I actually debuted as Novus. I almost canceled debut.
Yeah. No, why?
I didn't do a deep dive into VTubing. I will be very honest here. Most of what I saw on the surface was mostly anime characters. All of the tutorials that I was following for Live 2D was anime characters, and I started getting like crippling anxiety. We're talking getting up every half an hour to have to walk around and maybe have to be friends with the bathroom for a little bit sort of anxiety. I'm like, this is going to be bad. The only people who are going to show up are the people who have already been in my circle for the last decades and some change. This is a bad idea. I probably should have just redesigned him to be a Bishonen man all over again. And then I was just starting to follow False ID so I can get to know what's going on in the VTuber space. And then I saw Poppy was going to be on an interview. I'm like, who the hell is this? Why does it look like that? Okay, I'm clearing my schedule for that date. I need to figure out who this guy is. And I saw Poppy, I saw his lich design. I heard about, why he became a VTuber and his, his group with the Wrecking Crew and the charity stuff that they do. I'm like, holy crap, this guy's amazing. And it's like, he doesn't fit the mold of the standard VTuber or anything. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're opening up Live TD. We're going to finish this. We're going to debut on time. And I think it was about a month after is when I actually sought Poppy out and I started following him because you know what? This guy, accidentally inspired me to go forward with this debut. I'm going to follow him. I'm going to support him. And Poppy is legitimately somebody I would have been friends with in high school.
Same.
And it's like, damn, where were you? Literally all my life.
Yeah, like I think I stumbled upon Poppy through a raid, either through Mackenzie or through Bono Gym. And I remember when he was in his skeleton lich model, and this was like his I think his 2.0 model. And I like the cartoony look.
Toony look, yeah.
Yeah, and I
missed that phase.
Yeah, I was there watching him and just like his energy and how hype everything was. Like when the raid video went off, I was like, what is this? It's like
God, the first time I saw the raid video, it's like, what the fuck is this?
I was like, you can do this stuff? I was just like, it's like a party in here. I'm just like enjoying the energy. And I remember he was playing Dead by Daylight with the community, and I was like, I play a little bit of the DBD. Like, can I join in? He was like, yeah, come join in. And next thing you know, he was like, get in the VC. And then that thing you know, I was just like a part of his inner friend circle, and I never looked back at it. Like, I'm really glad to have this bond with this individual here and this wonderful man. And like, y'all need to stop sleeping on Poppy for real. Like, for real. Like,
Poppy's great. We love Poppy.
I love Poppy so much, and he means the world to me. He really means the world to me. And if there's anything I can do for him, I would totally do it for him.
It's like the first time I saw the raid video, I'm like, wow, holy shit, is this even allowed? And that's when I decided, yeah, you know what, I like this guy. And I still remember his first actual interaction with Novus.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I said. I think I said something relatively sassy because of something that happened in the video game, and immediately shoots basically a your mom joke. I'm like, damn, understood, sir.
Yeah, that's what he does.
I still there though. It's like, damn, okay, yeah, sure, I had that coming.
This is like, okay, sir, thank you, I appreciate it.
Understood. Have a nice day.
Let's go on to our next question. And then we'll wrap up because we have let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 more questions left. And then we will that'll be it. All right. So, how hard is it to not break immersion when someone gets up to nonsense in your chat or spaces?
Oh, it's easy to stay immersed because patient as Novus is with people, he doesn't tolerate troublemakers coming into the archives, knocking books around and making a scene, making everyone else uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
He has no issues with saying, depending on who it is, because I do have some people in my circle who are bad at reading the room.
Yep.
He'll give a stern warning if it's just that, hey, they walked in and they didn't actually check the energy. You're like, hey, calm down for a little bit, sit down, interact accordingly. If it's somebody I literally don't know and I have this internal monologue of, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Novus will be like, well, excuse me, I don't appreciate that behavior. I'm going to put you in timeout for 10 minutes. You can think about what you did. And if you want to, be a troublemaker again, I'll show you the door permanently. I have no issues with just deleting people. I don't care how small I am. I'm not inviting that crap in here. No.
And this is why you're my mod.
It's like, look, this is a family-friendly community, sure, but that's mostly because of how Novus projects himself. We're all presumably adults here. You know better. You don't walk into somebody else's establishment and cause trouble. Get the hell out of here. This ain't your circle. This is mine. I got the same issue when somebody is trying to backseat game whenever I do play something like Dead Cells and be like, oh, you should be doing this. You should be doing that.
Streamer!
Anywhere in between or none at all. Whose stream is this exactly?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's my stream. Let me play badly. People like that. People like it when I play badly. Remove yourself. I'm no speedrunner. Get out of here.
Who is Patches, by the way?
Okay, lore-wise, Novus is married to a man named Thomas, and Thomas is the name that I used for my husband, just to not break immersion. Patches is a cat. And I have 2 cat redeems on the channel, and one very much sounds like a cat has jumped up onto the desk and is all over the mic.
Oh my god. that's Max. And
Yeah.
that's also Graham.
I would get an IRL cat to be Patches, but I cannot afford the caregivings of a cat right now. Maybe someday there will be an IRL Patches, and I won't tell any of you. I'll let you figure it out for yourselves.
It's a big responsibility, and I can't tell you this like some of the stories that we have between both our cats with Max's intestinal surgery he had to do for him, and Graham with his IBD and he has special needs for that as well. And man, it gave me a hard time. I mean, that's another reason why I'm not making cosplay it as much as I want to anymore, because of that scenario where when I was cleaning out my craft room, which is now my office. I went to grab another trash bag, and within that 10 seconds, he's like full body in my trash bag, and he eats the EVA. He's like a chunk of EVA foam, and the foam gets like lodged between from his large and lower intestines, and now we have a very expensive surgery that we had to almost max out our credit cards just to pay it off. But luckily enough, we had the insurance, but the insurance doesn't kick in. We have to pay out of pocket for it, and then they reimburse us.
Oh god, I hate insurance so much. God damn. That's the thing. It's like that shows how much you really love your fur babies, though.
Like, he's a stray, but he means a lot to me.
It's like stuff like this is why it's like I would love to have a cat in real life, or hell, I'd like some pet chickens. Just get a pair of chickens and train them, potty train them and stuff. You can potty train chickens, people. It is actually a thing.
Hey yo.
But then it comes down to enrichment, feed, medicine, bathing, and vet. And I'm like, I would love to have a pet, but I cannot afford it.
True. Looks like
someday.
Looks like an ad's about to start soon, so we're going to just run that real quick, and then we'll be right back with the rest of our questions. So we're gonna take a quick break. I need to use the bathroom. That'll be a good time to just pause real quick. If you guys need to take a little bit of a break, grab some water, grab something to eat. We'll be able to wrap up the rest of the questions after this break, and then we'll right out to somebody. So stick around. We'll be right back after this. Enjoy these clips and enjoy the ad. Thank you, everyone. Be right back. Okay, hold on. I got this. She sells. She sells seashells by the seashore. There, I did it. Hey, pick.
Railgun. Dangerously awesome.
Whoa, Judo. Somebody should click that. Somebody should click.
What? Huh? I don't know. It just loose me back there. I think. Wait, hold on. What? It kicked me out of the level. Oh, great. Oh, good.
I'm gonna do this. Okay, let's talk about this. Look, it's not yo Harvey. Yo Harvey, yo, what's up? I think it's time. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's time. Let's go ahead and cut the camera off for right now. Yo, it's the big dog. Nothing much, homie. We're about to get started in a little bit. We're about to get started in a little bit. It is. You got 1 minute. I got 1 minute. Wait. What? Wait. What is this? Hello? Hello? Hello, Nintendo? Hello? Ma'am? Ma'am, can you come on? Can you come? Oh, okay, there you go. I just had to ask. For you, and I hope that, you know, those around you that are close to you are treating you well, treating you right, and everything's going well for you. Hey, nice. Wait, what? Oh, double kick. Oh, I heard double kill, and I'm like, wait, what? I got.
Why did you say nice then?
Because my brain. It's dusty out in the desert. Ain't nobody here forever. I'm gonna be losing my mind. We're driving on the road to adventure. Born to be horny. Burn, 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 burn. Born to be horny. Burn. I'm on a roller coaster. Like, I'm like, oh, Judo's so nice and kind. Damn, that dude's a DJ. Oh, but they're so sweet and innocent. But goddamn. Come on in. How you doing, homie? Oh, I can't see the level. Oh God, what level is this? Oh, 69. Okay, never mind. Let's do this shit.
Ellie Cartoons has invested X200 in Judo Corp stocks.
Oh, I'm dead. Oh my God! Oh my God! Ah! Ah! Whee! Ah! Ow! Like, that's what it looks like to me. It's like she's grabbing her booba. Just squeezing the air out of her booba. That's what that looked like to me. Oh, I've already been here, shit. Yeah. I say organic bag. I didn't say batch.
You just did.
Is that what you mean by the vaginal area?
Can we go back and clip it?
No, don't clip it.
We can go back and clip it. Yeah, go ahead.
Don't clip that. No. Oh my God. No, don't do that. The
batch.
The batch. I didn't. Cock out, homie. Cock out. What? 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 What? Shorty, what? Shorty, what? What we doing with these cocks, shorty? We gonna put them in our mouth, homie. Put them in our mouth. Put them in our mouth, homie. Put them in our mouth. Put them in our mouth, shorty. Put them in your mouth. Suck that cock, homie. Suck that cock. Cock out, homie. Cock out, shorty. What? Cock out, homie. Cock out, homie. What? Cock that out. We're cocking that shit. We're doing that shit, homie. Let's fucking go. Yeah. J-Paid up in this bitch. We're doing it real, homie. Let's fucking go. What is wrong with me? Cock out. Cock out. I just lose my mind. Oh, cock out. All right. We're back, and we have a whole hour of pre-rolls off. So let's go. If you guys want, if you are a streamer, and if you're like tired of like, you know, someone new coming in, getting hit with like 7 or 10 ads before they can even like see your content, there's a way you can fix that, and I will show you that later. It's all in your ad manager, and I'll show you how to do that later. So before we write it out, I'll show you how to do that. But anyway, next question. So hope you guys got your water. Hope you guys got something to eat. Hope you took a leak, and you wash your hands, and in your butt as well, because you know your butt gotta get clean too. You don't want a dirty butt. Trust me. 3 years ago, when I was just a young little CEO, I had a dirty butt, and everybody was making fun of me because everywhere I went, my butt was just everywhere. I just couldn't help it. It's just too much for one person to handle. Why are you making that face?
Might be a little bit too much oversharing there.
What do you mean oversharing? How's it oversharing? I was just telling a wonderful story about my butt. Look, you have a butt too. Everyone has a butt. Sunbay has a butt. Pig has a butt. The giraffes from the Animal Planet has a dumpy as well. It's just a natural thing. Stop making that face. You're making me sad.
Oh, it's so good. Hold on, I gotta close the door.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, you don't have a butt? Yeah, you do. Shut up, Sunbay. I love you, Sunbay.
I thought the Sin was right behind me, so I left the door open. No, he's still doing stuff downstairs.
Okay. All right. So, are you ready for our next question?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is it difficult at times to keep family friendly? When certain things happen in game, have you or Novus ever come close to breaking that rule, or do you find it easy to stay that way?
I think I actually brought this up earlier, but I trained myself pre-debut to avoid swearing when under the guise of Novus.
Mm-hmm.
It can actually be difficult to not swear at certain times when the game is being absolute bullshit, but so far I have managed to maintain, with only 2 times ever slipping and nobody noticed it.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
Has it been fun to swear during the interview? This is just how I normally talk.
This is
used
normal.
to be so much worse. It used to be so. You want to hear me back to classic Luxtra, you just have to get me absolutely livid. Then every other word is a swear.
You know, I tried not to curse a lot, but it's hard for me because, again, that's just like I said this earlier.
Yeah.
Like it's just like the upbringing and like the part of my environment, and that's how it is.
What's been fun is when I do have people on Novus's channel and they do take it as a personal challenge to avoid swearing out of respect, and some have even admitted that.
Here we go. Nice cock, big and strong. Whoa, such a nice cock. It's crazy long. Oh yeah, nice cock, TD. Really smooth and disc cocks. One hell of a sign. Whoa. Penis. Dick.
TNS_Tini has invested X100 in Judo Corp stocks.
No, I don't want a penis train. No, I don't want that to ever happen again. My voice was done after that. But as you were saying,
Whenever I do have people on Novus's channel, they do take it as a personal challenge to not swear, and some have even admitted behind the scenes that they didn't even realize how much they did swear until they had to refrain from that. So I would like to think that I am doing a bit of a good service. Like, when you're being casual with your friends and they're okay with the swearing, that's fine. But when it comes to the professional world, you really need to train yourself to reel it in.
Yeah, I have difficulty keeping my emotions in check sometimes. Again, because I'm an emotional driven individual, and some more times than not, that got me into a lot of problems with my work when I used to work at, because sometimes I'm very passionate about things, and one time my coworker was saying some sly off comment about cancer patients and suicide victims. Both of those hit to home, from losing a uncle from suicide, losing a lot of loved ones from cancer as well. I blew up.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Holy crap, I don't blame you.
And I got written up for it. I got in trouble for it. It's because I scared her. She was a 5'3" white woman, and I was a 6'5" black person. And I'm not trying to say it was racially motivated, but I think it was racially motivated.
You faced off against a Karen, and tragically you lost. I'm so sorry.
She's a coworker, and she had problems. You know, my manager took her side. I told her, like, yeah, I literally lost a loved one not too long ago. Yeah, maybe I should have stayed at home, but I didn't want to stew in my own thoughts. I want to come to work and clear my head. You know, I just wanted to just do some work and not think about it. But they didn't understand that, and they were like, well, this is still a business, and you should have never went off at her. You scared her. And I'm just like, everybody in the store knows how kind I am, how I'm a team player, how I'm helpful, and yet you're not going to take my side, and you're just going to I walked out the office. I was like, fuck it.
She probably worked at the company for a long time, and that's why her butts were being covered and yours was just thrown under the bus.
I worked for the company for almost 10 years.
Oh, shit. Well, never mind.
Yeah, I was working for the company for 10 years. I have experience at 6 different locations up the East Coast. And I've been in almost every department in that damn company, and haven't got any form of path to manager or get the compensation from doing manager position stuff. So yeah. So I quit. Long story short, I don't work with them anymore. So that's not important right now. So our next question is, are there any games you play and enjoy but can't show off as Novus? How do you handle that?
I simply don't play them.
Well, there you go.
Like I said before, I'm a huge fan of the Disgaea series. I've been a fan of that since I was in high school, but it's very clear that unfortunately there is a lot of material in there that's a little on the uncomfortable side and a little questionable. And the only title that I find to be probably one of the safest isn't even on Steam. I'm this close to just seeing if I can emulate the Vita version of it, because we already have it on Vita. We just have to, rip the game off from it and put it on my computer and shit.
That's probably ways, and I could probably help you find that, because
yeah, but it's just man, I've been waiting since Disgaea 2 came out on Steam. Where's 3? They've literally released every Disgaea game except 3. They've released other parts of the Nippon Ichi flag. Yeah. It's I just want one game. I just want one game, please.
So I'm
looking into Disgaea 5, and I'm gonna actually see if that one is a little bit safer, because so far the main characters, they're either very modestly dressed or they're actually all adults and not questionably adult.
Yeah, just a few of the main characters were questionable. Even though they say they're demons and stuff like that, it still kind of is a gray area there. You don't want to risk that.
Something I do like though is that within those universes, they're still kids. Yeah, sure, they're 1,500 years old, but they're still kids in context of the demons. They don't try to pretend to be adults.
Yeah,
Take note, every other JRPG that introduces angels and demons, they're kids.
But if you need help, getting that, I used to dabble in that. Looking at my Wii that is still soft modded.
Oh yeah, Sin does this stuff too. It's just a matter of actually sitting down and doing it one of these days. But we've got a good solid lineup right now. I have no issues with just having some degree of consistency.
It's okay. She's 300 years old, dude.
No.
Oh,
it's like lore-wise, Novus has a student that's like 19,000 years old, but he's very clearly like maybe 15 in terms of his mannerisms and his maturity, and he's gonna be like that for a very long time because he's also a Celestian.
Yeah.
Novus's grandson has been around 50 mortal years, but he's gonna be in the mind and emotional and body state of a child, like 5 years old, for probably a really fucking long time. I don't mess around with that. It's like, it's in the context of how fast do these creatures mature. I am not going to apply human years onto a fictional entity. That's stupid.
That's understandable. All right. You ready for it? Ready for the next one? We got one more question left, and that'll be it. Does any in particular draw you to certain games to play? Do you make a lot of plans for far in advance, or just decide what you'll play when a slot opens up?
When it comes to things like roguelikes, I actually watch a certain content creator, and he's the one who got me into the roguelikes. I'll watch how he plays it, and he's very casual, and if it looks fun, I'll buy it, I'll try it, and if it reaches 2 hours, I will sit down and consider, is this a stream game? And if it is, I will look into my current lineup and see, okay, what can I replace? What have we been playing for a very long time we can take a little break from? Like, let's see. Once we're done with Tears of the Kingdom, I'm probably going to take a break and play some roguelikes and what was it that I wanted to play? Hyper Light Drifter.
Ooh, I heard about that game.
For a little bit. And when Silk Song comes out, that's probably also going to go into the old Wednesday slot. Guild Wars 2 Guild Wars 2 is off and on. It really depends on if I have any content to play into it. That Wednesday and Thursday are very much my interchangeable days.
Okay.
Minecraft Monday tends to be consistent, but if the server goes down, I'm probably going to put Stardew Valley on the lineup. Cozy Day every Monday. Every day, Monday, cozy. That has to be consistent.
I still need to play Stardew. And my friend Knives is supposed to do it, but then I didn't contact him again, so I forgot. So I never played Stardew. I know both Pick and my brother-in-law Alt was trying to do that, like get me into Stardew. And I was like, I don't know, but I want to try it out though. Also, how do you feel about Risk of Rain?
I haven't played it yet. That content creator I mentioned has been playing it though, so I'll probably look at his playthroughs and see if it might be my cup of tea or not.
Okay. Are you familiar with this program called the Parsec?
I've heard you mention it with Poppy. It's some way for you to connect with like older games, I believe.
Even current games too.
Ooh. So
you could try out Risk of Rain off of my system without you having to buy it.
We'll see. It's like Sin and I we look for sales and stuff all of the time. Yeah. We get some pretty good deals.
Yeah, I know. It sounds like, just try it before you buy it kind of situation,
Dead Cells Luxtra is really good. I'm cracked. But the problem is the longer I stay away from it, the shittier I get. And I have to start all over again. I like starting over on Dead Cells because we have so few items in the weapon pool, and then I get illegal sets. So for those who don't know, in Dead Cells, you can only have one of a specific item at a time. You can't dual wield unless you get a legendary variant of that weapon.
Interesting.
Dual wielding bleeding daggers with extra accessories to increase the bleed damage. I made the final boss melt. It was the most powerful I ever felt
like
in a run.
Elden Ring, where everybody was running bleed builds and just melting everybody because of it, and it was just, oh my goodness gracious.
Dots.
It's just the DOT is very powerful. My goodness.
But, like Dead Cells, I don't really like to stream too often because it's a high focus game.
Mm-hmm. That's
There are other roguelikes that I can play where I can still interact with chat and I can focus on the same time. Dead Cells is one of those, if you blink at the incorrect time, you're going to be dead.
That's how I am when I get a little sweaty and got a better operation too. I just go quiet, and then I'm just like, I have to beat this. We're about to win. I have to focus real quick. Or when I'm playing Nikkei and I'm just like going ham, I'm just like, I gotta just focus. Like I was doing a solo raid by myself, and I was really worried that my team wasn't gonna be able to do it. So I turned, like, we were like so close. I was just like, oh, I'm not sure I'm gonna beat this. Then I'm like, wait, we got this. I have two more left. I have two more teams to use. Turn on the hype music, got really focused, and was like, we did like 100 million of their like other HP. We just gotta do just the rest of it. There's like 58 million left. We can just crank out that damage and we'll win. And I did it. We won. It was
Nice.
That was so high.
That always feels so good. Oh, that always feels so good when that happens. Holy crap.
This is why I like that game. It's just really, like, despite its questionable, assets of how they show off the characters, it's a really fun game.
But yeah, overall, when it comes to my lineup, I like a nice mix of challenge and cozy, because I don't want to be too monotonous. But it does take a lot of consideration of, okay, can I actually hold a conversation while I'm playing this game? Is it too sleepy? What can I talk about while I'm playing? I actually do a lot of planning as I am setting up, even a Stardew Valley run. I like to do challenge runs in Stardew Valley, and I'll talk about a completely different character and what he would do in the situation that the challenge is in, etc. And it's a lot of fun thinking about what if scenarios. But if I have a game where there is too much of dead air, that's not a good one for long term. Maybe we'll play it once or twice, and then it gets taken off of the lineup. Who do I marry? Elliot.
I don't know who Elliot is, but I gotta say something.
He is the Fabio looking guy who lives on the beach.
Ooh, interesting.
The thing is that I'm so old, most of the candidates are way too young for me.
You can't be that old, yeah?
The most of the candidates are like fresh out of high school.
Understandable. That's understandable.
He's not a snob. He's a dork.
I thought he was a snob.
he is a dork. Oh my god, he's a dweeb. Oh, I love him.
But
most of them are cringe. Holy shit. Oh, 911. I would like to report 10 murders.
My god. It's because, like, I was playing on Super Robot Wars 30 on stream, but I noticed that there's a lot of dead air, a lot of talking.
Oh,
and
yeah,
just like
because
reading.
you're strategizing the dialogue, the scenes. This was something I actually brought up with a friend of mine who's going to be DMing for me, because he was asking, okay, what do I actually do to get more engagement? Well, in the first place, stop playing Yakuza.
I've been playing Yakuza, and yes, that does have dead air.
Like a 20-minute cutscene, you walk 5 meters, and you're stuck in another 10-minute cutscene. That's why you got no engagement, dude.
Yeah, but I love the Yakuza, though.
It's fine though. You can play Yakuza, but don't be surprised if there's no engagement going on, because your chat's basically watching a movie.
Oh yeah, I know. Like we're in it for the long haul. That's why I'm trying to like finish it, and it's like a movie, but like it's like the side quests and stuff like that is just really silly. I think it's more of like if you want more interaction with Yakuza, do the side quest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like definitely do the side quests because those are really worth it. Like the main story stuff, they're fun. Don't get me wrong, but you're sitting through a movie pretty much.
Yeah. As a content creator, beware the long ass cutscenes because that will create a little bit of an interactivity drought.
Shohei PP. Shohei PP. Xenoblade.
Is Poppy still in here?
I love Xenoblade so much. But yeah, the cutscenes after cutscene does get to me. But I'm just absorbed into it. I don't even care if it's dead air. I don't even care if I can't make content out of Xenoblade. I love that series till I die. It's just, I got so emotional at both of the endings of Xenoblade 1 and 2. And it's just, even though I played them so many times, I still cry at the end of both of the endings. I need to finish 3. I have to finish 3. And just so much stuff is like getting in my way that I have to put 3 on the schedule. Like one day I'm just gonna sit down, probably like on a Saturday, and just go through it. Like I did with Futures Connected for like the extra story on Xenoblade Chronicles 1. So I did like a 9-hour stream and just did that in like one sitting.
Oh dear God. I couldn't do that. The only time I stream for more than like 4 to 6 hours is on Novus's birthday. I do 2 12-hour bursts, and even that's exhausting.
Sometimes on rare occasions, I go for like 12 to 13 hours on one stream one time. But I don't do that I don't do that no more because I need sleep, and then I need to be with and also I need to hang out with Pick and stuff like that.
Yeah, I couldn't do too many long bursts. Sin would get very sad.
Yeah, I don't want to do that too much for Pick as well. And then, so for our final question, are you ready?
Yes.
I like your eyebrow wiggles. They're very nice.
That's the only expressionist I get. I'm not nearly as 5K IQ as Malik with also having a face mask, but this makes rigging a lot easier.
No, that's understandable. How does it feel to be so loved because you're a wonderful person? He who snails.
Puff! It's overwhelming. So one of the dark looming shadows of my younger adult years was not being certain if people were actually my friend or if they were just being nice to me out of obligation. Because there were people like that in high school where you're classmates. You gotta be nice to each other, otherwise you get in trouble.
What school you go to?
Yeah, there were even some people who played me for a goddamn fool, pretending to be my friend for so long because they wanted something from me, and once they got what they wanted, they just fucked off. And there was even one douchebag that I'll never forget, who did ask if he could date me, and he got $50 for it. And yeah, the whole act of me is like, yeah, sure, we can, we've spent a lot of time with each other. We can see if the dating thing works out. And he's like, yeah, just kidding. I was just seeing if he would actually say it. And he got $50 from his friends. It's like, wow, okay, well, we see each other often,
fucking
and
trifling.
now you've declared a dick.
Yeah, that's fucking trifling.
So it's like, I'm glad I met Sin when I did, because I did not have any confidence in myself as an approachable person. So
I mean, if I met you, I definitely would, hang out with you and maybe it probably blossom into something, but we never know. Cause again, I'm on a different side of the country.
Yeah, that's the thing, is the internet, social media is like a fucking disaster, but at the same time, it's also a blessing because you get to meet people you never would have otherwise have access to. And I'm grateful for that. And the big thing about being in the VTuber community is that stunning realization that I was just in the wrong groups. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Sure, I have some small issues, like I do have a small issue with interrupting people sometimes because I want to interject with something related to what we're talking about before we change subject. But other than that, it's realizing, yeah, I am an approachable person. People do want to actually talk to me. People do want to be friends with me. There's nothing wrong with me. It's the other people that I was trying too hard to appease that was the problem.
Yes, that's my issue that I'm having. As my therapist told me, it is not your fault. You're not at fault for anything like that happened to you. The things that happened to you at your birth, the things that you've been, a product of growing around of, it's not your fault.
Yeah, that shit you can't control.
Yeah, it's the stuff that is out of your control that you can't handle. It's like you're dealt the cards and you played as best as you can with them. And you shouldn't let people like that like hit your confidence like that. I'm sure you're a beautiful woman. and I'm sure that Sign Duel is head over heels in love with you. And that's how I feel with my wife pick. I love her for who she is, and I don't want to change that. Like, I don't know where I'd be at if it wasn't for her. And I'm just saying, you have someone that truly cares and loves you for who you are, and that is Side Duo. And I'm telling you, the person who did that to you is a jackass. It's a douchebag.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Don't let that person be living rent free in your head anymore, because you found true love. You found true love, and that's the important thing. And that person probably wouldn't be as supportive as Sandil is to you, with you right now. He probably wouldn't even want you to do art and stuff or do the whole VTuber thing. And I'm really glad you did found somebody that truly loves you for who you are. And that's the important thing right there.
I am very happy to be here. And the whole concept too of being in the wrong group, that first came up when I was just watching miscellaneous videos about tabletop stuff and how can you better your experience, and how can you fix some of your behaviors at the table to make a better experience for yourself and for everyone. And one of the final conclusions is, if all of this still doesn't make the right experience for you, maybe you're at the wrong table.
Yeah.
And it didn't hit me that might be the advice I need, not just for tabletop, but just for life.
Yeah, 100%. Because I noticed myself trying to appease people or trying to fit into their crowd, because I feel like we have a lot of things in common and I want to be their friends. But sometimes I just gotta just remember hey, you don't try to force yourself to bend at your will and things like that. Yeah, at my old job, yep. And I try to put on a mask just to just try to fit in. And now I'm just you know what, I just want to be who I am. I'm goofy, I'm silly, sometimes I'm a little bit lewd and I'm a little bit wacky, but I'm also serious and compassionate, and I love people, and this is who I am as an individual. I'm just a person that truly loves people, and whenever I meet a new person that I feel that our personalities mesh well with each other, I truly want to have a nice relationship with that individual. And that's just the pansexual of me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just what I enjoy in people. It's I think they're amazing, and there's some amazing individual people that really mesh well with my personality, and I like their personality as well. And you're one of them. You and Sadu are one of those people, and I hope that one day we could meet in person, and it'd be me, you, and Pick, and you and Sadu, and we could just hang out, play some board games and stuff like that.
That would be amazing. I hope that someday, when the economy's not shit, maybe a whole bunch of us can go to a TwitchCon, not to go to TwitchCon, but because this is all hangouts.
Yeah, that's the plan I want to do. It's TwitchCon, but not actually go there. I'm just there to see people.
Yeah, basically.
people on the East Coast. On the West Coast, excuse me. the world would pause from the sheer awesomeness of you all. Yeah, exactly. Because like I like meeting I want to meet my VTuber friends and my streamer friends that I want to get a chance to meet them in person and like, you know, actually have fun with them and show them like, you know, my awesome board games and things like that. And yeah, I think that would be really amazing to do that, you know, just be able to, because I've never been on an airplane before and I've never been on that side of the country before. So it'd be a lot of firsts for me, a whole lot of firsts for me. But I think that is it. We've been going for about 3 hours, and yeah, I just wanted to stop and just say, if you guys have any last questions you want to ask Luxter, now is the time. I'll give you guys some time to think of something, and then with that, we will do some closing statements, and yeah, and now we'll rate out after that. So, do you have anything else you want to add, Luxter, while we wait for people to cook up some ideas if they have anything else they want to ask you?
Honestly, just my thoughts are still on the whole table comparison. There's a reason why Novus has that phrase of "I'm honored to have a seat at your table." It goes back to that one D&D video I saw that time ago. I spent a lot of time building my own table so that I can sit down with my own chair. So when I'm invited to somebody else's circle, I'm basically picking up my own chair and, you know, having a seat. I feel honored to actually be invited, rather than me awkwardly shuffling with like a camping chair and be like, "Hey, can I sit here?" And then realizing, yeah, this is not my table.
That's understandable. I really resonate well with that notion.
And yes, Judo is indeed cute. Both VTuber Judo and IRL Judo.
What? It's not about me.
It is now.
I can't believe this. Thank you. I'll take the compliment. I'll take the compliment. But again, I just wanted to say thank you so heckin' much, Luxter, for being my very first guest on Interview with Your CEO. And with that being said, if please, guys, if you are watching, if you're not following already, can we get one more shout out? Thank you. Already on top of that, please go ahead and follow Novus Angelite. This is the voice behind Novus. This is the heart and soul of Novus. And if you love what you're seeing here, go and check them out. Turn on notifications, join their Discord server, be a part of the community like you be a part of mine as well. This is an awesome individual that I am proud to have been able to interview with, and I'm thankful that you took your time out of your day just to join me today. And again, thank you so heckin' much.
It went a little bit longer than I originally planned. I was thinking maybe I'll stream today, but I'm tired.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's good. It's good. It's like I had it up in the air. It's like, depending on how it goes, maybe I'll stream afterwards. But if I'm too tired, nah, we're just not going to do Monday. I will be back, though, on Wednesday for some more Guild Wars 2.
There we go.
I do Tears of the Kingdom on Thursday. And Saturday, instead of Genshin, we're playing Pikmin 4.
Ooh, see, there you go, guys. All on PST time. What time are you starting?
I always start at noon Pacific Standard Time, unless I'm running a little late.
So that'd be 3 o'clock my time. So EST. Yep. So yep, there you go. So 12 o'clock PST, 3 o'clock EST. If you guys want to check out Novus will be streaming again on, you said Wednesday? On
Wednesday, yes.
Yes. So be streaming again on Wednesday. My final question is, Novus will not be playing Nikkei. I'm just going to tell you that flat out. That ain't happening.
What's Nikkei?
What's Nikkei? Well, Novus, I got something to show you. All right, are you watching my screen?
I'm watching your screen.
Okay, hold on. Let me just boot it up real quick. Hey, Judo, the deals are up. Yep, I know they're online. I'm not gonna do them on stream because I'm gonna rate out after this, but I will definitely do the dailies after stream. So let's log in real quick. There we go. Nobody can see that. All right. Let's switch over to the game screen, and it's black. It's blank. Holy shit! Hold on.
The game's still loading.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see my legs. Oh,
they can't. No, they can't see you. They can't see you. Trust me. You're fine.
Okay,
You're
I'm
fine.
still seeing you. Okay.
Yeah, they can't see you. Trust me.
Okay.
Start, and then I need to go and start that. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, so let me open this up one time for you so you can see. Okay, so this is Goddess of Victory, Nike. It's a game. It's like a rail shooter. Not rail shooter. It's like a arcade shooter. There we go. Yeah, you can turn back on. You can turn the redeems back on. I need to cut off my sound capture tag because it's not, the audio's not playing through. Okay, that should be good.
Novus plays Genshin, so it's not far-fetched to play Nikke. Oh, so it's a gacha game.
It's a gacha game, yes.
Oh dear lord! Look, I ain't complaining, but holy shit! Yeah, no, that ain't happening.
Wait, let me show you my characters though. Let me show you. Poppy! Listen. This is one of my favorite characters here. Her name is Pepper.
Oh,
yeah, she's so like you can like
she got them VTuber jiggle physics
going
on.
Yeah. So this is what she normally looks like. She's like this is what she.
That's a little bit more, that's a little bit better, but yeah, summer bikini.
So yeah, this is a summer bikini because it's a summer because this is what the game looks like when you're in the battle. They have like a cover right here. They shoot. Oh
my god, that is butt jiggle physics. Oh my fucking god.
In this car, no. But also she does the same thing with the gun. She keeps the gun right there, and then now you get to see like all this.
Oh my god. Damn.
It gets better. Hold on. Let me show you one of my other favorite characters in this game. Her name is Volume. And
I can see why she has the name of Volume.
And she has a lot of it.
Oh my god.
And this is all made in live 2D.
Them ain't those aren't boobs. Those are water balloons. Holy crap.
It gets better. So I'm sorry in advance. I apologize in advance.
Oh my yeah, no, damn. Like I said, I'm not complaining, but yeah, no, this
is a free-to-play game that you, the viewer, can also play as well. You can collect over a lot of different Nikkes and build up your team to destroy the evil raptures and take back the surface world for the humankind. It has a deep, rich story, and this is Emma. And
yes, of course. You play it for the plot. Yes.
Yeah,
of course.
This is Emma. Like, this is what she normally looks like. She got this this battle attire here. But also this is Christmas Emma, and they call Color Me Red, and just
damn, this lady looking like mama buns right here.
Yeah, but just
Wee!
Woo! Is it hot or is it me? It does get the story is pretty dark. Like they had a recent event called Nan Nan Paradise, and sadly this little kitty cat right here died.
Aww.
It fucked me up pretty hard. And I got messed up really hard, and the owners of this kitty cat called Riru, they abandoned the cat. It was like, oh, it's too much work to handle it. It meows at night. It wakes me up. Yo, Ree, what's up? it just is like, oh, we had a like it knocked over my one of a kind glass cup and broke it. Now I can't get another one of those, and they just abandoned it in a dumpster.
How dare a cat be a cat?
Yeah, so unfortunately we didn't find the cat in time. Apparently it had like a disease. It had like a disease that could have been curable if the government allowed them to use the medication for it. But they're like, oh no, we said it's for humans only. And unfortunately, yeah, the cat passed away thinking about its original owners. And
yeah, that would have fucked me up. That would have fucked me. Novus has cried a lot of times on stream from sad shit, but unfortunately, there was way too much booty and booba.
Way too much booty for me.
I don't even have a toggle to turn Novus's face bright red. Holy crap!
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
So yeah, that is Goddess of Victory Nikkei. That is it's a good game. Don't get me wrong. But it's like
there's a lot of titties.
It's not for everybody if that's not like their cup of tea and things like that. But I enjoyed the gameplay of it. I enjoyed collecting the characters. I enjoyed like learning more about the world itself, and that's why it's sticking with me. You know, I'm also part of a union. Actually, Reed, that this chat is the union leader, and he's a good friend. Love talking to him when I get a chance to. And it's really good for you to pop up, my friend. I really appreciate it. They didn't even see Isabella. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry. They've seen enough. They've seen enough. But without further ado, thank you, Luxter, for joining me today. It is time for us to go. I know, guys, it's sad, but you know, it's been really, we had a really fun time here. It was a good first episode. Sorry again for being late. I do apologize. None of my alarms didn't go off. But even though we were late, it still was a fantastic show. I learned a lot today. I feel like we have a much stronger bond, and hopefully we can do more things together in the future. So again, Luxter and Novus, thank you so much for being on today. I really love you, and I really appreciate you.
Of course.
Oh my God! No! Don't you start! Again!
I'll tell you guys what, you start up a hype train, I'll give you exactly what you want.
T_0 gifted a
Wait,
tier 1
what's
sub
that?
to Fossil Snake.
There's members of my
have given
community, you
14
get something
gift
very
subs in the
special
channel.
if a hype train kicks off.
Well, you heard them. If you kick off a hype. Oh, here we go. Nice cock. Big and strong. Such a nice cock. It's crazy long. Oh yeah, nice cock, Sunday. Really smooth and this cocks. One hell of a size. Penis. Dick.
Sunday LA has invested
my
X100
favorite
in Judo Corp.
Really? That's your favorite? No, Orc. Thank you for the 150 bits.
_Ovi and cheered Dex
Oh,
150.
well, there we go.
Judo for
We got us a hype
love.
train. What's the special thing that happened?
Judo come in, Sino, orca full of.
What the It's a worm.
Hello?
Hello?
What did I miss?
Hello, welcome back, Novus. Hello. It's hype train.
Oh, yes. That's why I was summoned.
Yes, welcome back. I wonder where you were at. It's good to see you. Welcome to my office. This is your first time in my office, actually. But you also
cozy.
Yeah. You don't leave like slime anywhere, do you?
Slime, how dare you?
Look, I'm asking because this sofa here is imported from a very special place. It's made out of mahogany. Highly quality mahogany. And I don't want any stardust getting inside the seats. It's kind of hard to get that stuff out. You know, I gotta get a cleaner to come by, and it costs a lot of money, and you know, that's out of the employees' healthcare again, you know, but we don't talk about that.
What was the last part?
About what? What's the problem? Do you eat? So you like rocks, right?
No, I do not eat rocks.
What do you mean? I was told you like rocks.
No lies.
No, I don't think it's not. I may have a rock somewhere over here. If you're hungry, I can like let me. Maybe I got something down here. I don't. Oh, I don't. Why are you getting big? Why are you?
I do not eat rocks.
But I was told.
Lies.
I was told you like to eat magical rocks. I think I have some magical rocks
I
somewhere
eat magic.
over here.
I do not like to eat the rock. I eat the magic.
What do you mean? I thought you were hungry for it.
Oh, good heavens above!
I thought you wanted them. Was I mistaken? Was I misinformed? Was I lied to?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Well, let the hype train run out, and then we will go ahead and shoo off somewhere else. Also, if you guys, I am working on something tomorrow that you might like. Let me open up the thing real quick. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of something brand new that I'm working on. It's not done yet, but I have the stinger ready to go. Just for this event. That's for this one thing. Hopefully it doesn't mess up. So 1 second, I gotta wait for the bot to load up. And let me come back on the let me unmute Tanya, because I did mute Tanya. There we go. And then let me cut back on the clock in and clock out commands. There we go. This is easy peasy. And then oh nope, that's the wrong program. Oh, there we go. All right, sweet, it's open. All right, so events. There we go. Twitch. There we go. Raid it. All right, so this is gonna be our new raid stinger that will go into like a raid video. Check it out and go. Oh god, I was crunchy. Oh no, you're not supposed to see me right here in VC face. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. And then we go back to the elevator. So I don't know why it was so crunchy, but it's a work in progress. Yeah, if you're curious again, if you want to see it again, I will do it one more time. So hopefully it's not crunchy. Nope, it's crunchy. No, I think because this is my I have the 4K capture utility on, and then I'm also like sharing it to you as well. So, but yeah, that's the raid alert. Literally, oh, it didn't even go back. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
So yeah, if you get the screen get yeeted by the Guac 3000, my personal assistant. More like it's like a get down mixer CEO kind of situation there. But yeah, that is it. Hype train is almost over. I distracted you. Mission completed. Yes, I distracted chat, and now I get to leave. Finally, I'm free. Okay. Again, Novus, Buckster, thank you again for being here. And thank you, the viewer, for making this possible. This show would not have been possible without the support and love by viewers like you. Thank you. This is PBS. PBS! Woohoo! Nobody knows that. I'm old as fuck.
I remember it.
Hey, let's go. Well, it's time for us to raid. I do have a raid target in mind that you guys probably will like and enjoy. We're gonna go send love to our good friend Danny Doncho. It's currently their birthday subathon. So we're gonna send some love over there. Meet somebody brand new for your community as well. Trust me, it is a good time. He is the leader of the Degenerates, but don't let that scare you. He's say so he says. But I don't know, but you can bully him by throwing things at him, which is really fun.
My community knows what to do with those toys.
Yeah, so you can totally throw things at him for a few channel points. So definitely, somebody you ain't say so. I seen your Twitter. Ouch! Why are you throwing things at me? We're gonna raid Danny Don Cho, and I will be back on Wednesday with some Nikkei and Gun Battle Operation 2, and maybe something else, maybe Longest Drive. We'll see what happens. Wait, what the fuck? Why did the rating go off?
Why did it fixed?
What the fuck? What happened here? There we go. The heck?
Yeah.
Yeah, copy and paste the emotes. I'm sure you guys have the emotes because you guys got subbed. But yeah, enjoy your time over there. Thank you so much again to Novus and Luxor for being here. Thank you guys so much for asking all the questions, and we'll see you on the next episode of an interview with your CEO with Judo Kami and with another host, with another guest. Might be somebody in chat. Never know. You'll see when you get DM'd by me when I say you're next. But have a good rest of your day, guys. See you later. Bye-bye. And it's time for us to leave. Finally, I can take off this suit and stretch my legs and water the plants. And
what happens? I'm still here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you left. Excuse me. You need to get out before I get hungry. You look like a space spaghetti, and you know what? You look quite tasty.
Spaghetti?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Come here. Don't you
I'm
run.
leaving.
No,
I'm
don't
leaving.
you run for me. Come back. Oh. All right. There we go.
I'm playing video games.
Oh, thank God we're done. That was really fun. Thank you.